We're the brothers coming at you from the GMS ZionisnearBA camp. All right. Of course, in the ATL. Now, before we continue on with this beautiful camp, we will all like to give our honor and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Give a double honor to our apostles and elders, great millstone, and peace, love, and salutations towards you hopeful elect that's been sincerely pushing this truth. Now, as you can see, man, we're back out here on the highways and hedges as we was commanded, all right, by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, that the whole world inwardly called God and Jesus Christ, for those who don't know, okay? But we're not out here to entertain nobody. We're not out here to deceive ourselves or to deceive y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're coming straight out the scriptures, man. The Biblios, the Bible, all right? Which consists of who? The Lord, man. Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, to prophesy and to present this message, man. Okay? And to tell you guys this warning and the prophecies that's about to come. Now, before we even hit the scriptures, get that article right quick. Now, the brother is going to get an article. For those who don't know, hopefully you do. But this guy, Elon Musk, he owns a company called Neuralink. Okay? And basically, he had a patient, an individual who actually received this brain chip, all right? Now, this individual, he's paralyzed from the neck down, but he received this chip, okay? And now he's playing Mario Kart. Now he's just doing things with his mind. Basically, a left-handed side or a form of telekinesis, basically, or telepathy. How you doing? You got it, brother.
Here you go, brother. I contribute that. Every time I see y'all on the corner, I always contribute.
Appreciate it.
Hey, blessings to you.
All right. Yep. Appreciate you.
Sorry about it being
Nah,
ready.
it's all good. I appreciate it, man. Have a blessed one.
Every time I see y'all on the corner, I give them all now, but I got a good job. I give them all now.
All right, man. You have a blessed one.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, there you go, bro. It's kind. Appreciate it.
Every time I see y'all on the corner, I always contribute. I'm doing it.
Hey, man.
Y'all word. The weekend, Monday through Friday. The weekend is mine.
What's your name, bro?
Kevin.
You said what?
Kevin.
All right, blessings towards you, Kevin.
Every time I see y'all on any corner, I always contribute.
Hey, so, hey, call my name.
Yo, take your
Yep. All right, you have a good one, man. You have a good one. Okay.
This is from Al Jazeera, and it says, Musk, as in Elon Musk, Neuralink hosts a live stream showing quadriplegic playing online chess.
Online chess, okay? And it's about to get further into the details. All right, hold on. What do you say? You're quadriplegic?
Yeah,
Online chess.
With his mind.
Yep, with his mind. Okay, you got it, huh?
It says video introduces a 29-year-old man as the first patient to use the startup's brain chip technology.
Brain chip technology. All right, for those who don't believe it, hey, we read it. And what? It said they went live stream, right?
Yeah.
So it's on live. You can look it up yourself, okay? Because of course, you're going to have people who just don't believe what we're saying. You got it, huh?
It says, I'm going to skip down a little bit, but Elon Musk's brain chip startup, Neuralink, live streamed a patient appearing to play chess online using only his mind. It's done through Nolan Arbog.
So tapping into his mind, his spirit. All right, so okay, you got it.
29 is the first human patient to be implanted with the brain-computer interface technology. Arbog, who described becoming paralyzed from the shoulders down in a diving accident, said that using Neuralink had become intuitive after practicing imagining moving the cursor on the screen.
Again, which is a part of Esau Edom, all right, which is the main enemy of our story here. Okay, setting up different departments so people can come in and take this, this MOTB. All right, his craftiness, his left-handed craftiness, if I should say. All right,
left-handed miracles.
Yeah, left-handed miracles. Matter of fact,
Yep.
if you're reading it, can you get that in 2 Thessalonians right quick? Yeah, go to 2 Thessalonians, I believe the 2nd chapter. You can really just start from the top because this individual, all right, he's trying to show the masses of the people as if he's God, all right, or similar to our God, that he can do whatever God can do, okay?
Some people's God is science.
Yeah, some people God is science. You have a lot of people out here who fully, and they stand firm on it. that just only believes in science, man, in the name of science.
Shit, don't they have a Church of Scientology?
Yeah.
And also, on the dollar, it used to say, trust in God, but now people say, trust the science. They're God. That's what they believe in. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua,
because our Lord, don't forget, he is still coming. But before he actually come on that dreadful day, his wrathful day, all right, to destroy this place and also to deliver the hopeful elect, certain things just must have to play out on earth, all right? And this is called prophecy. These events is going to happen within our lifetime. You got it out.
by our gathering together unto him.
And we are gathering together under Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, all right? Again, to do the whole duty of man to the fullest, all right? To the best of our ability, all right? And the story, man, to glorify him. Repenting every day, all right? Getting down certain prayers, consistently, you know, building our relationships, all right, towards the Heavenly Father through his only begotten Son, Yahushua, all right? That's what it's all about. We're gathering together. We're those stones, all right, that are being mentioned throughout the scriptures, coming back together, man. That spiritual third temple, all right?
Mind if I get the scripture? Go to 1 Corinthians 3, the natural man, because like you were saying with that science thing, that's the God of, the official God of Americans is science. You know, that's what they lean on, like you said. That's even for you to take this, the RFID, that's you so wholeheartedly believing in science. Which technology is basically a branch off of science. What is it modernized technology in the sense of these phones and the chip and all of these different things? If it wasn't for I don't know, give me a scientist, like a type of science, like a chemist, biologist, all of these, the elements of being able to put it in your skin, attach it to you, be powered off of you. It took scientists to get to that point. That's why they keep these Neil deGrasse Tyson, right? Bill, what's the guy?
Bill Nye, the science guy.
Bill Nye, the science guy. They keep these simplistic scientists in front of you so that the average stupid American can, well, he said it. Well, he gonna get on the TV live. Come on.
And then too, if I can just add to you, going back to the article that the brother went into concerning that chip, the individual who got the chip within his brain, if you read the comments, bro, there are so many people who was like, oh, I want it, oh, that looks pretty cool. Oh, I'm thinking about getting it too. All right, so you can kind of see how they're advertising it and how they're gonna, it's gonna be all over your commercials. It's gonna be on ads, all right, YouTube, different social media platforms, okay, billboards. I believe me and the brother behind camera, Anna, we saw a billboard back in the day when the pandemic happened, okay? It was a guy who was actually advertising, hey, get your main juice and get the other two on the side, all right? And you can receive money also. Basically, you know, the brother can agree.
Yeah.
It was, but hey, man, they're gonna start advertising.
Hey, well, you know the Apple goggle, what was those things called that just recently came out? The eyewear things.
Oh yeah,
virtual reality headsets and things of that nature. Like, if you notice that, if you would have told us 20 years ago that something like that would have came out, it would have been groundbreaking. The world would have stopped. But look at how knowledge has increased in such a way where really they dropped it. We saw it for 24 hours. That's cool. That's awesome. And now it's old news. Nobody cares. Because see, this technology is growing to a place where, like you said, the RFID chip has to be the next thing because it's going to connect you.
It's a red light, you dumbass.
See? That's why they're going to attach you people to a chip, attach your chip to a car, and they're going to put you on a grid, and so shit like that don't happen. Yeah. All right, matter of fact, when you read that,
we got the DMX boys.
Yeah.
This is 1 Corinthians 2 and verse 14. But the natural man, what the hell is going on, man?
The BMX boys.
That's a sign. Hey, you wasn't out here with us, brother, but
The skateboarders.
that's a sign, man.
They about to start a riot.
It's really a spirit of rebellion and anarchy.
Yeah.
You know, that's it's really through the spirit. It is. That's why I said, that's a sign in itself.
Yeah. And you know, down the street, there's a whole gang of mosh pit of people doing that free Palestine shit right now.
See?
I was at a red light just
Go together.
Looking at 'em.
Protesting niggas with bicycles and rollerblades and skateboards. They go hand in hand, man. They did Kobe and Shaq of rebellion. All right.
DMX boys.
Yeah, go ahead, read it.
1 Corinthians 2 and verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High.
Because see,
That's crazy.
we're not using science to gain followers through the Spirit. If you need how many chromosomes a man has and carbon material of man and cells and carbon dating, and you want to see, then this isn't for you. This is all off of faith. If you can't receive, you a Hebrew Israelite, from the Spirit of the Lord, then it don't matter if we bring out James Adair and different. Yeah, see, Jesus. This city is there's no rule to it anymore. It's rebel. It's gonna get worse and worse, and getting warmer into the year. You're gonna start having more of this shit. Let these little young niggas out here get some time. They're gonna start going back out here, tearing up malls, tearing up Walmarts, taking over parking lots. Little niggas is the reason why the racetrack is shut down around the corner.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because they've been shrink. Huh?
Shrink. I think they were stealing too much, right?
Nah, bodies. Some shootings happened over there not too far.
really?
Yeah, that racetrack over there by Georgia State is shut down.
Oh yeah, they had a
Oh,
shooting.
by Georgia State.
By Georgia, I was talking
Gotcha.
about the racetrack around the corner.
Oh, okay.
And little
Gotcha.
niggas, young niggas did that shit.
Oh yeah.
Niggas.
Yeah, whoever that.
For the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him.
This is foolish to people that believe in your science. And, oh, you're kidding me. Science won't allow for this and that and the third, and science, and you know, America has the greatest technology. America can never fall because of its technology. You gotta go there.
Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned.
Yeah, but they're spiritually discerned. You know, you can't tell individuals out here who's in a field of science that the Big Bang Theory isn't real.
Facts.
You can't tell them that
Evolution's not real.
evolution, or you can heal yourself with certain herbs. It's all science based. All right, medical and science based. Yeah, you got it, bro.
This is Colossians 2 and 8. It says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophies and vain deceit after the tradition of men.
Tradition of man, which science is one of them. All right,
American Medicine Association, that's
Yeah.
a tradition of it.
This is a tradition. All right. I'm pretty sure these brothers know it too. Once you were in school, you learn a certain thing that a man created, like the Big Bang Theory and all types of things.
All
And
these
it's been carried on so many years.
Charles Darwin.
Yeah.
Yep. Or
Isaac Newton,
Yeah.
the laws of motion.
the earth revolves around the sun, all types of stuff, man.
Yeah.
Okay. You got it, Doc.
I'm gonna reread it. Colossians 2 and 8. It says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, which you were speaking about that Neuralink, man. All that is vain deceit. You know, yeah, he may be able to play chess online, but the workings of that is not through the right hand. You know, it's not through Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's a left hand energy. All right. If the Lord made your ass a paraplegic, then that's what it is. You know, this devil try to, you know, turn things upside down, man. The Lord did it just how he wanted. That's judgment. If your ass come back a Siamese twin, you know, it's not for Esau to try to go through and rewrite that, man. You know,
That's the power of science, man. When you look at something like that, you won't call it spiritual power.
right.
You know.
It says, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Mashiach. And I forgot that word rudiment, man. I'm
Yeah,
gonna look it up.
bring it up.
I'm gonna look it up
Yeah,
real quick.
you got it, bro.
1 Corinthians 2 and verse 15. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man.
So if you had a spiritual heart, all right, you will understand that, hey, I can't go based off science all the time, man. Science is BS, and you can actually see it at times, man. All right.
Yeah, that duck sauce.
Yep.
Yeah. That was a science told millions of these people. Matter of fact, science told the world. Take that. Now people got all kind of issues and dropping dead. Now they trying to backtrack and say they never told y'all to take it.
Yeah, you know, they try to demonize you on not taking it. You know, you will look as if you was crazy not taking that thing, man. You know, brothers got certain testimonies. I mean, when I gathered, you know, back in the day with my family, you ain't got it, don't ever come.
Yep.
Yeah.
I sure hell did it.
But
You know?
but then you probably came back around, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. You know.
But that goes to show you how
start playing them. You know,
that goes to show you how
yeah.
stuff just, you know, how stuff shifts, man. They didn't want you to come to the house. Now, you know, you can come to the house now, and they already got it.
Yeah.
You still in Colossians 2?
Yep.
Did you read 8?
Yep.
Yeah, read that again.
Read it. Colossians 2 verse 8. It says, "Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophies and vain deceits."
I'm sorry, is that rooted and established? Is that 1 and 2 and 7?
Yep. Verse up.
Verse
I'm
up,
gonna read 6 and flow into it. Colossians 2 and 6. It says, "As ye have therefore received Yahushua Mashiach, the Lord, so walk ye in him, rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith, as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving."
That's it. So like you gotta be rooted through the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You gotta, like, as these trees, you gotta have your root system in check. Everybody be so, in Israel be so wanting to have it. I got fruit, y'all. Right? I got fruit. Look at all these branches and fruit. But then their root system is weak and shabby. A little small, little F0 storm come through. Don't even be no big boy storm, and then they tree just laid over, flopping. Right? You want to be rooted. But like you said, your people, they weren't even rooted in that bullshit that they believed in.
Yeah.
Your people were rooted in the idea of it being the right thing to do for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe a year max. A lot of you people took the mask off because people that didn't put the mask on never put it on. You know, we gotta wear a mask everywhere. You can't come around without a mask. How many of y'all still stand on that hill?
Doubling them up.
We became, a lot of
Speaking of the
individuals
mask.
became trendsetters at that time. It was a trend. Yep. Go ahead and get your precept, Solomon.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5.
Brutal.
Thus said the Lord Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusts in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart depart from the Lord.
Right. Can you read that part again?
And I'm going to skip down to verse 17. Verse 5 it says, Thus said the Lord Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusts in man.
Yeah, that trust in man. You know, brothers bringing out the traditions of man, all right, which, you know, science is a big part of it. So, hey, woe unto you.
Fauci.
All right?
Fauci.
Yeah, for trusting in science over Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. All right? See, science can't break down and explain when certain man gets spiritual powers. All right? Science not going to be able to tell you how that's going to happen. That's going to be from our power, which is Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Hey, a lot of you people that believe in science, you're the ones that's going to be, how can I put it? You guys going to fall into the category of being strange at salvation. All right? Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. All right? Because science has led you into a false path. Science has led you into a deep delusion.
Hey, well, the scripture said what? Yeah, his physicians
Yep.
are no value. They're liars.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you're gonna find out that they're liars. I got a scripture for you too. This is Romans 1 and this is Romans 1 and 25. And it says, you can break it down, bro. And it says, who changeth the truth of Yahweh Shem Yahushai into a lie, and worshipers serve the creature.
Oh, and we all know who did that. All right? Our main enemy, man, Esau Edom. He deceived the whole world. All right? He tried to throw in his science and his part in there. All right? Again, that's going back to what? As if he is God.
Hey, because even what's the biggest thing that what did the serpent deceive Eve with? Philosophy, which is a science of thought, or we can even take it feminism. Feminism is a school of would fall under the school of psychology and sociology, correct?
Yeah.
Which is what is that called? That is a what is that? A pseudoscience? Not a pseudoscience, but a psychology, science of the mind.
Yep.
So even the idea of women believing these things that they believe in is all based in the science of so-called white man. But it's not based in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Right? So I'm gonna finish. Read this for you. You got it, bro.
Even that word, if I can add
Of
to you,
course.
that term, what they say, Hebrew Israelism.
Yeah.
That's a philosophy. And there's a lot of people who stand on what they stand on when it comes to that. All right? But we all know who's in the know. Man, that shit ain't real, man. Okay? We're just the Hebrew Israelites. All right? They throw philosophies at us, what? Black Hebrew Israelites. Okay? And trying to say that we do this, that, and the third, which, you know, people who know, okay? But these are all philosophies. It's trickery. All right?
That's just what you said, brother. So-called white man is trying to trick you niggas into thinking that this is just another quote-unquote religion, another denomination of religion, and you know this is just the way those men fell into it or whatever. No, man, this is bigger than all of that.
Yeah, that's basically what the brother's reading. He's trying to change that.
Yes.
He's trying to make this whole thing a religion when it's really not.
Right.
Okay? We've been inspired just like the prophets of old. Started with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man.
Yes.
And they had teachers, man.
And through the spirit, like we said, we know that we understand what the word religion means in its proper context. We use it from time. But the Lord, but beyond a religion, a person can choose. You know, a white man can be a Muslim.
Right, yeah.
A lot of Asians are Muslims.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You can choose. A lot of Asians are Christians.
But how many of those people can say they've been called?
But at the end of the day, you're an Israelite. What we're here to teach is our people on this sign and scattered abroad are Israelites, whether they accept it, acknowledge it, believe it, fall in line or not.
Right.
You're an Israelite because of a bloodline, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's how serious it is.
Yeah.
This isn't just another, like you said, a philosophy or another simple school of thought that we just read some books on, and here we are today, man.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna finish this off for you, brother. And he got a scripture for you too. It's Romans 1:25, and it says, "Who changed the truth of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever." Amen.
Yep. And our people doing that to this day too. All right. Worshiping Esau, Edom. That's why we came into captivity in the first place, man. Setting up other gods before us, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tomorrow, what they gonna be doing tomorrow, man?
See? Tradition of man, okay? Again, he want to keep us at a low state by continuously to feed Jake, all right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, by keep y'all in the school system saying that you guys need this degree, that degree, through science. Okay, which is really crafty work.
Yeah.
Wicked crafty work, if I can say, you know?
Your Lord deceived, and these scientists the Lord created.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah. That's part of the thing. He created. You know, what does the scripture say on in Isaiah that he created the smith that bloweth the coals?
Yeah.
That's the scientists. The Lord put the spirit on these different devils to be these high-level scientists and have the mind frame to be in that Tony Stark's Doctor Strange spirit and go deep into it. The Lord created that, but we understand that we worship the creator of these creations that we're talking about. These people get lost in, Oppenheimer created the bomb. Yeah, nigga. The Lord put the spirit on him to do that.
Yep.
That's the spiritual part. The natural part is you see the man born with the, you know, school, the thoughts and everything, and you go along with that, you know? You gotta go.
And then this brother gonna break it down.
I've got the word science from etymon, and it's the state or fact of knowing what is known, knowledge of something acquired by study, information.
And see, that's what Esau Edom has done with the nation of Israel, all right? When they tried to cut us off from being a nation, always to this day, all right? They had to study us. They had to throw in, you know, what they know, okay? Which they have all the records, all right? Even they know that they have but a short time. So that tells you a lot in itself. So if they know all these things, how can they keep us low? How can they keep us, you know, tempered with, so to speak? They have to know something, all right? In order to say aloud, you have to know the truth.
That's a fact.
That's them, okay? They know the truth and the fact that Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua is real, and they know that he do have a chosen family out of all families of the earth, which is the nation of Yasharallah, man, prince of the power, man. You people that's on this side, okay? So he want to try to fiddle and dip and dab with more and more philosophy. He's pumping it throughout the earth, trying to deceive. Hey, that's why we call him the deceiver.
Yeah.
He's a profane man, individual, man. All right? He knows that he can't repent. He's trying to stay on top through his lies.
That's it.
Okay?
It goes exactly what you're saying too. It says assurance of knowledge, certitude, certainty. So it's actually knowing that what exists exists. But the science we have today, it's all built off of hypothesis and different theories. Even the theory of evolution, it's called a theory because it's not actually proven. And if you really look into it, it's one of the fields that has some of the most hoaxes and fabrications ever. It's not true. The earth is not any older than 15,000 years old. And what they're saying is all just false.
Trillions and billions of years ago. Like,
Science
nigga,
shit.
that shit false, man.
The Netflix had a special talking about that shit. And they said, "Look, for 1,000,000 years straight on Earth it's rained." I was like, man, y'all believe this shit? I was like watching, I was like, this is some bullshit. But like you said, that's a science. Big Bang
Ice Age
theory. Big Bang theory. Ice Age. And people believe this shit. I seen a video one time, they were talking about the evolution of whales. Remember that shit? Bro, the whale started on land, had legs, it was like a zebra, and then decided to go into the ocean, and that's where you get humpback whales and shit. And people, like you said, people believe this shit.
They be sounding stupid as fuck.
And then we look in the scriptures, and right there in Genesis 1, it tells you all the life came from the ocean. So, and your theory is
It specifically
not.
mentioned whales.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, man. See, this stronghold that's called science is falling, man. All right. At the end of the day, hey, there's another reason why we're gonna laugh at y'all calamities. Y'all niggas believe in fucking science too damn much. That's one of them, man. All right. Hey, we're gonna see you guys fall, man. All right.
Sakar, can I land back
Yeah,
off you?
yeah.
Because you, in the inception of you speaking, you spoke about the Neuralink, which is technology. And when you go into the word technology, it means a technique or a craft. So the Esau is tricking these people with a crafty technique. Okay, so it's like they're the witchcraft. Yeah, they're falling for it. They're getting bamboozled by these things. Therefore, when they fall for it, they're voluntarily even gonna go line up for it and all of that. That's all technology means, man.
Yep.
And when you go into the scripts, what is that? Matter of fact, can you get this if you don't mind? Revelation 16. Revelation 16 and 14. Revelation 16 and 14, I want to say. Because we're back during the time of Exodus, where the Egyptians were using their technology to combat the spirituality of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, which we're seeing right now. You guys
The Lord always won.
And the Lord always won, bro.
That's real.
That we're coming back into the time where our staff is gonna eat theirs.
Yeah.
So you got it, bro.
This is Revelation 16 and 14. For they are the spirits of devils, working miracles.
Yeah. See, their spirit. I think the verse above was they're naming it 3 unclean spirits, the frogs.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can read it.
Read 'em.
You can break it down too, bro. And then I'll pick back up.
Revelation 16 and 13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet.
These are very, very 3 strongholds that this devil, through his craftiness, as the brother was going into, actually implement throughout the whole earth. All right. One of them being religion. All right, going back to the Vatican. One of them being the military out here in DC.
And science plays a major part in all 3 of these unclean spirits.
Exactly. And the other unclean spirit, financial. All right, which is the central bank located in London. So they're pumping all this throughout the earth, man. Because these are literally strongholds to actually capture the minds of the people, man. They're stuck. They're stuck on stupid.
Scientists created the weaponry and the armory that we see these militaries using, and specifically America.
Yep.
Science is the reason why money is able to be. We can just hold our phones to each other and bloop, bloop. Money can go like that. Science.
It's technology.
It's technology.
It's tech. So it's a craft, which now we can get into that next verse, which is gonna bring the point home. So go ahead and bring that.
Revelation 16 and 14. It says, for they are the spirits of devils.
So we all know what the word devil means. A deceiver.
Yes.
It's deceit. know, the brother broke down verse above that perfectly. All three of those unclean spirits are deceitful. Go ahead, bro.
Which go forth unto kings of the
Oh,
earth.
you gotta reread it from the top again, bro.
Revelation 16 and 14.
Yep.
For they are the spirits of devils
Yep.
working miracles.
Miracles. So when you go into that word miracles, matter of fact, someone get that word miracle, because it's like almost like an unbelievable thing, a miracle. Unbelievable. Just like the captain was saying earlier, 20 years ago, if you would have told us about this VR bullshit that's out today, people would have lost their minds. You know? So we're seeing these miracles that are happening today. Oh, there's going to be miracles that are come that people are going to lose their minds over. And mainly it's going to come from the prophets. You know, but Esau's going to be doing some shit too. Because like you said, we're back in Egypt. The Revelation says it. Where the Lord was crucified, Egypt, Sodom and Egypt. Right back in here again.
It's chess.
It's chess. You got that word?
I got that word. Strong G4592. Samion. And it's a sign, a mark, a token.
Yeah, sign, a mark. Oh, okay. A sign, a mark. So again, you spoke about what, bro?
The Neuralink, yep. And we
that-
see it.
There you go.
That was a miracle until the individual who was paralyzed from the neck down. All right, when he was able to say, "Yo, let's hop on Mario Kart,"
Yeah.
that's our joke.
Time in
Cheating.
life.
Brother cheating.
But in the book of Revelation, it speaks about what was that in Revelation, the 9th chapter? It speaks about the first woe.
Yeah.
And remember they says about them seeking after death and not being able to find it.
Yeah.
But we understand that and know what? That during that time period, the World War I, they didn't have the technology, the science to preserve life in war that we see today.
Yeah.
So like how you said, imagine how we went from the Lord said that what he would increase knowledge. So in a 100-year period, basically, think about that, 100-year period, 1920s
1919.
to 2020s, it's a 100-year period. We went from them not being able to deal with injuries on the battlefield to now you're telling me they can take soldiers that are injured and put this Neuralink on them and they can control different arms and different things. That's a miracle. That is a miracle of science. We're gonna call it what it is. That's a miracle of science.
Yeah, that's exactly. You can't be so. You know, you can't be so naive. Thank you. My brothers can switch too. You can't be so naive. And you can step in too and read for that word. You can't be so naive to the fact that Esau can't push miracles as well. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these miracles that happen are going to happen on the right hand side and on the left hand side. So we can finish that revelation off, and then I'm gonna hand it to you. All right.
14. For they are the spirits of devils working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth.
Yep, which go forth to the kings of the earth. You got Russia, but man, fuck it. Let's simplify it. NATO nations versus BRICS nations. That's who it's going to. Okay, go ahead.
It says
Because every world war, Allies versus Axis. So what was World War I? World War II was Allies versus Axis. I want to say I forgot what the World War I opponents were. Because I'm not naming countries, I'm naming just like big factions, you could say.
Yeah.
So in this case, World War III is going to be
USSR.
NATO. It's going to be NATO versus the BRICS. You know. So go ahead, bro.
it says which go forth unto the kings of the earth.
Yep.
And of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of the great day of the Most High Almighty.
Yep, which is Joel, the 2nd and 3rd chapter. That battle of Jehoshaphat. I say Joel, the 2nd chapter, that's Joel 2 and 20, where it speaks about the northern army shall go into the land that's desolate.
Russia's in the Red Sea right now.
Yep, that's the script that reminded me of that. Okay, because that Moscow attack, so it gives them the reason to go into the Red Sea. Well, it says that where their hindermost part will be towards, of the which is the Euphrates of the east,
Persian Gulf, you could say.
Yeah, and then the utmost sea, which would be the Red Sea, which Russia is going right into. You know, this is a miracle that's happening. See?
That's
But
a spiritual.
you got it.
Spiritual, like you said, it's a spiritual miracle on the left hand side. We're seeing prophecy.
Yeah.
We're gonna hop back to that Colossians 2 and 8. Reread that verse, and we're gonna get that word rudiment. Because it's heavy.
All right.
You got. Go ahead, bro.
This is Colossians chapter 2, start verse 6.
Yeah.
Colossians 2 and 6. As ye have therefore received from Mashiach Yahushua the Lord, so walking in him. Verse 7. Rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith, as ye have been taught.
Right. Hey, because if you're rooted and established in what you taught, you know, which is to put your faith in Yahweh Shemi Yahushai, when this devil miracles start falling on the left hand side, you'll know why. All right, and you won't be taken off guard as to thinking that this man was some type of God that he wasn't. You know, if you're rooted and established, you know it all is going to come back to Yahweh Shemi Yahushai at the end of the day. All right. The brother just spoke about the battle or in the valley of Jehoshaphat and all that. All those left hand miracles or whatever Esau think he's going to be able to do, all right, is going to be to no avail, because we know Yahweh Shemi Yahushai is going to prevail over all. All right, all of his science, all of his technology, his missiles, his defense system, all of that shit won't stand a chance, you know, against Yahweh Shemi Yahushai and his angels, all right, and his men. Go ahead.
Colossians chapter 2 and verse 7. Rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith.
Because if you weren't rooted and built up and established in the faith, when you see something like Neuralink help a man get up and walk that hadn't walked in his whole life, you'll start to waver. Like, damn, maybe it ain't Yahweh Shemi Yahushai. Maybe it's Esau Edom.
Well, Yahweh say, be not troubled.
Yep, be not troubled. Yeah. So you have to be rooted and established, because it's gonna be some things that, you know, they even wild us. Like, damn, he was able to do that. But we know that it's all left hand energy, man. All right, it's all deceit and lies. All right, that's why he's called the devil. All right, he's deceitful. All right, above all things, man. All right, like your mind, where it starts. You know. Go ahead.
Continuing on, it says, continuing on Colossians 2 and 7, as you have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving.
Yep.
Verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach.
Yeah, and I got that word rudiment. It's G4747, and it's stoichion, and it says the elements, rudiments, primarily and fundamentally principles of arts, science, or discipline. All right, so it's telling you not to be fooled by these things, man. All right, by the rudiments of this world. All right, it says the arts, the science, the discipline of mathematics and geometry. All right, so all the things that Esau Edom teaches you in these school systems, all right, it tells you not to let these things overthrow your judgment, basically, and your faith in Yahweh Shemi Yahushai. All right.
Well, hey, that fool system is landing people to take the you know what, man, because one of the top Bacon Elite said we don't want a nation of thinkers.
Yeah.
So when you were dropped in the school system up until now, you can see it now. People going down the one way, you know, trying to go out on the light when it's red. You know, these people are going to be easily controlled because they've been taught the lies that you brothers just went into for a number of years.
Yep.
And if I may say that word when you look it up, it said arts. What was one of the main arts that deceived the people? That picture of Cesare Borgia.
Oh yeah. That's a beautiful point.
That's the arts.
Yep.
Because if you base your beliefs off of the arts that you've seen, that's why you have iconoclasm, which you're going to see a bunch of white pictures of it, white angels, white Jesus, white David, white Peter. You're going to see all of these different things. That's part of that.
Right. Wasn't the Renaissance period like a big period of arts and
yes, it was.
Things? Yeah, perfect point.
Yes, sir.
This image right here that we have, Cesare Borgia, all right, this is a rudiment of this world. This is not biblical.
That's right.
As it says. If you read in Revelation, it gives you the depiction, man. All right, hair like wool. All right, white woolly hair, feet like it was brass that was burnt in a fire. All right, nothing about it says blue eyes, straight blonde hair, all right, pale. It doesn't say that, man.
I blame it on science.
Right, this is science and arts, man. All right, this is the philosophy of this world, which it tells us to beware of this, man, and not to be fooled by the vain philosophy and deceits of this world. This is a big deceit, man.
The 3D render of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, bro, this is the #1 deceit. This is the biggest stumbling block and stronghold in the so-called Negroes, definitely the Latinos household, man, you so-called Native Americans. All right, this image right here. That's why Jesus. All right, so yeah, right, right. So not to be deceived, man, by this vain philosophy, because all it's gonna do is put you further behind the 8 ball when it comes to trying to get Yahweh Shem Shai and what he's all about.
Right.
You know. All right. And then I'm gonna yeah, you can bring that, and then we're gonna get the account in Second Chronicles, the 16th chapter, with King Asa. Go ahead.
This is Psalms 118 and verse 8. It is better to trust in the Lord Yahweh than to put confidence in man.
Yeah, it's better to trust in Yahweh than to put confidence in man, because man's gonna fail you 10 times out of 10. All right, the Lord is gonna be there 10 times out of 10, man. So it's better to put your trust in Yahweh Shem Shai and his miracles, the miracles that he performed, all right, which was left down here as a testimony, all right, and for it to be for our learning, as it tells us in Romans the 15th chapter. All right, while you got guys saying that these miracles that Yahweh Shai performed were, what did he say? It was a metaphoric.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's a slap in the face to our Lord and Savior, man. All right. But you'll big up Esau because he got Neuralink in his miracle. Oh, that's a real miracle right there.
That shit wild.
That shit crazy.
Salaki, brother, I'm real quick. You want to know why? Because when you see something physically right there, it doesn't require any faith.
It don't require faith. That's a great point.
Yeah.
It's not tangible.
The natural man receiveth not the things of the spirit.
You brought out earlier. Correct. Yeah, they want something tangible. You can see the workings of Esau. All right. But if you have a spiritual eye, you see the workings of Yahweh Shem Shai as well. But you gotta have the eye to see. You gotta have the ears to hear. That even us being out here, being able to do this, is a testimony that the Lord is working on a level, man. That these people do not see because they constantly walk to and fro. But if we were out here handing out Neuralink chips and shit, oh man, we'll have the whole metro Atlanta area
Right, yeah.
on day one until it gets out, you know. But that goes to show you, man, that these guys they've been deceived by the philosophies of this world. We even had a guy when the juice was coming out said it was okay to take it. All right.
I was gonna say real quick, when Yahweh Shai had the same problem 2,000 years ago. He said, "You follow me." Basically, they followed a lot of people in that crowd followed Yahweh Shai because of the miracles that he worked. So Jake, like you said, people in general, even on the hey, you know what? Even righteous, it's righteous men and women right now that aren't in this knowledge, right? And it's gonna actually take them seeing. They're gonna have a lot of Jake gonna have to see a chariot. I believe in that.
Yeah.
So we don't want to be because the scriptures say what in Ephesians 2 and 8 or 2:6-8 that what faith is a gift. It's a gift.
Yeah.
So the gift that we have to be here right now is what the Lord gifted us with. But in the spirit of it, a lot of Jake, a lot of the 1/3, they're gonna have to see miracles. They're gonna have to see a man raise somebody from the dead and be like, nah, that's the truth.
Well, you see that in the book of Clarence.
Yes.
When Mary Magdalene was getting stoned, and then he came in and tried to protect me. Howard Shai came and stopped the stones in midair. He was like, and he ran back to Clarence. Was like, he's it.
Yeah.
I believe it now. I believe it.
It's gonna have to take that. So in the spirit, like we jump down on people because like they lack faith, but in the same token, the Lord's gonna do these things to increase everybody's faith.
You gotta go beautiful. That's why that's why it tells us in Hebrews the 11th chapter that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. All right, because if everybody had a dose of faith that the next man had, you wouldn't have anything to hope for.
Right.
All right? There would be nothing to hope for. I mean, his faith on the level to his mind is too. If everybody was on the same playing field of faith, then we really wouldn't need the left hand. All right, because everybody would believe upon Yahweh and outside.
Then everybody would face the east and we'd be out of here. Right? Our faith would be finished.
Exactly.
Just like Paul said, just loosely prayer, my faith is finished. Really, we're fighting to finish our faith right now. Because when Yahweh is standing right there, what do I need to believe in? He's right there.
Exactly.
Like I believe you brothers are right here. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to have faith anymore.
Right. I'm seeing you looking at you. I hope Kasha Paula here. Looking bad at his ass. They think something wrong with it. You know? Like, come on, bro.
That's real.
Finish that 8 and 9.
Psalm chapter 118 and verse 8. It says, it is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in men.
Woo, yeah, that's
It is
it.
better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes.
Yeah. And so it's better to just go ahead and wholeheartedly be rooted and established in Yahweh Shem Shai, as we read in Colossians, man. Hey, because the seed of this world, it ain't no joke. All right, we may be up here and talk about it, but it's nothing light, man. It's nothing for you to be pulled away, be pulled out of this thing. So that's why it's important to stay rooted in faith. You said you got something, brother?
Real quick one.
Yep.
If I may, Romans 3 and verse 3. For what if some did not believe?
Right.
Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?
No.
Most High forbid.
Right.
Yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
If I may, that movie, another movie that doesn't get spoken on today, you see the movie Don't Look Up? Tyler Perry was in it with Leonardo DiCaprio. That movie, it was a scientist. It was a scientist in that movie that was like, oh, no, don't look up. So if you follow, like literally that movie is giving you a sign to show you that in the spirit, if you follow after these scientists and they're, because that science shit is only going to be able to go so far now.
Right. Yeah.
Like we're talking about, like the brothers going into the Heavenly Father. Scientists study the elements. The Lord created the elements. Think about that. That's the power. We worship the power that created, that gave these individuals life to be able to be scientists. So he's going to take this somewhere where it's like they're going to be defeated, and these people about to be defeated. This eclipse that's about to happen in a few days got scientists of the world in an uproar. All right, you got to go.
Yeah, and that's a good point. The scriptures always referring to clay and the potter. Once the clay is fashioned in a way that the potter wanted it to, you don't go give credit to the actual pot itself. You go to the creator and give credence or credit where credit is due. Damn, you show us a fine face. How did you do this, man?
Okay.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, come on, man.
Like, that don't even make sense, man. It's the creator, man, of all things, all right, that we're putting our faith in, Go ahead.
This is 2 Chronicles chapter 16.
Hold on, before you get it. Now, this right here is an account of King Asa. He was one of the righteous kings of Israel. He ruled in peace for around 39, 40 years. So around the same time as many years as Solomon. All right. So as the story goes, and we'll get straight to the point, he became ill, and instead of trusting on Yahweh Shai, went to the physician. Go ahead and get it, brother.
This is 2 Chronicles chapter 16 and verses 12. And Asa in the 39th year of his reign was diseased in his feet.
Yep, so he has disease in his foot. All right. Now this is the king of Israel now. All right, somebody that's supposed to be highly spiritual, right?
Yeah.
That's supposed to have a high level of discernment, right? Somebody that is close to Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
It's really supposed to, the king is the embodiment of God.
Exactly.
Earth.
Exactly.
That's how powerful the king position is. King David
Yep.
was actually the embodiment of kings. That's what the Lord said.
Yep.
King says, the Lord said that he deals with the kings.
Yeah.
Because technically a king is the embodiment of that nation. So a king of Israel is the embodiment of Israel as a whole.
Long live the king.
Yeah, come on.
Yep. Read.
Continuing on. 2 Chronicles 16:12. And Asa in the 39th year of his reign was diseased in his feet until his disease was exceeding great. Yet in his disease he sought not to the Lord, but to the physicians.
So he sought not to the Lord, all right, for this disease, and pray out to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, prostrate on the floor, fast, do all the things that we know we can do in order to for the Lord to answer our prayers. Instead of doing that, he goes to the physician,
Right.
all right, and we opened up talking about the Neuralink and the physicians and the philosophies of this world, to not be deceived by it. And here you got King Asa in the time that his faith was supposed to be at the highest,
Right.
when he needed Yahweh Shem Yahushai the most. What did he do? He went to the physicians, all right? And that's what the majority of these people gonna do, because they've been deceived by the vain philosophies and the science of Esau Edom, all right? Because they think that anything happens, all they gotta do is run down the Grady Memorial Hospital, you know, or Emory fucking Midtown,
You see-
and they got all the answers.
You see them billboards from Grady? Grady, it says Grady saved my life.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I be seeing that shit.
Yeah.
Grady saved me.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
giving credit to these physicians.
Yeah.
When like the captain said anyway, who the hell gave them the knowledge in order to work these scientific procedures on you in order to so-called save your life?
Look at the king had black woman demons on. Through the spirit. Because that's what black women
Yes.
You know,
They
black
run-
women, they get that. That's why black men and black women have an issue with each other.
Yeah, bro.
Because the black man will go out and get his ass kicked in this world, and then hear his wife at the table. I want to thank Jesus, and I want, she will go through all of these. I want to thank his boss.
Yeah.
I want to, she will thank everybody but his ass
Right,
for providing for her.
Right.
And that's the same thing with this. Like, no, we go to the source. You know, we're not worried about the middlemen, 1, 2, and 3, all the individuals in between.
Right. Those are just the creatures, man.
That's the creatures.
Read more of that.
2 Chronicles 16 and verse 13. And Asa slept with his fathers and died in the 140th year of his reign.
So he died a few years later, man, of that disease in his foot. All right. So that was just an example and an account as to where trusting on the vain philosophies of this world failed the man. All right, and he ended up kicking a bucket. You know. What else I had you on?
That was all you had.
Go to Isaiah 30. Isaiah 31.
If I could just make a real quick
Go
point,
ahead.
Esau loved to use Jake a lot with pushing his science, so-called. You know, he got that Neil deGrasse.
Yeah.
You know, he got the narrator voice. It's always like who's that? Morgan Freeman. You know, or some black woman now. You know, loves to push that science, so-called, on Jake. You know, through or maybe even a white woman, soft-spoken white. Yeah, just come over. You know, these commercials and shit. You know, we got to be wise as serpents, harmless as doves in these days.
And you know, when it comes to tradition too, motherfuckers, they don't question nothing.
Not a damn.
Yeah,
Bill Huxtable characters.
Yeah,
right.
Bill
Yeah,
Cosby.
they don't question anything. Well, this is how Granny did it, and her grandmama, grandpappy did it.
Yeah.
You know, and it just leads like a hamster wheel, man, to the same result. All right, they're not putting the trust in how about you outside.
Because our people have a real gluttonous spirit. It's never enough. It's never. Again, because of American science and these scientists, they're not about preventing. This is not about preventative. They don't believe in preventative science. So when you tell our people to do these, like serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai is really a preventative measure, right? Serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai keeps you out of a lot of trouble, but our people, they don't want to get right until that fire is on their ass.
Right.
So when we tell our people, hey, eat fruits and vegetables.
Yeah. What?
Oh, hell no. Yes, drink water, you know. Take some herbs, you'll be okay. Black seed oil, sea moss. Hell no. But then when they ask us about to drop dead, then the Esau Esau gonna give them answers, and they go with that. Like they go for they're hard-headed and stiff-necked in such a way that it actually works against them. And Esau knows that. He takes advantage of it.
Yep.
You know, you gotta go.
Can you, you got that 30 or hit credit over. Bring out the Isaiah 30 and then we'll get that.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. And it reads, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin."
And that's going back into how these people look to all the philosophy, all the science, all the arts, all the mathematics, all other entities outside of Yahweh Shemi outside to look forward to and put their faith in and give credit to. All right, it's almost like it's kryptonite to give the Lord the credit for anything, bro. When it comes down to a big head nigga, you know, he's looking at every other avenue. You know, instead of the Lord Yahweh Shemi outside.
That's how you know these people in charge of the Israelites, man. The scriptures continue to say that they're stiff-necked, hard-headed, rebellious. Like, you try to tell somebody something, these people are, oh no, I ain't trying to hear that. But then when the red man says, oh yeah, it's good.
That's why the scripture says that day thy people shall be willing, because you're gonna get forced to build to face it. And then when you have to face it, you're gonna face what? It's real. Like we said earlier, there's times gonna come where we're not gonna be out here because there's no need for us to be out here. It's happening. So when it's happening, you gotta have to deal. And at that moment, it ain't about like, you know, like very soon when I go tell you, hey, the family's gonna come, hey, Esther's gonna come, hey, martial law's gonna come for that. It's too late for that shit. It's gonna be your ass is in martial law. And everybody, we know, like a nigga gets the most religious and spiritual when they ass is in front of that judge.
Oh yeah.
Niggas had the kufi and now nigga ain't never wore glasses his whole life. Now he in a courtroom with glasses. He cut his hair off.
You got a tie on and all
That's what niggas do. So what you think gonna be when the Lord, the ultimate judge, come out here? Niggas gonna throw an outfit on, his garment.
You're gonna have to go on everything.
The owner, show them. They gonna try to get in right.
Biggest beard.
It's probably gonna be these scoffers out here, man. Isaiah chapter 30 and verses 2. That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Oh, and getting back to the Egypt point, that's what you had Pharaoh and his sorcerers do when Moses went to him and told him, hey, to free my people. All right, and these different miracles were performed in front of Pharaoh. He's like, man, my guys can do that too. Hey, man, turn that rod into a serpent real quick. You know, that's the same thing, bro. And our people, all right, they're being fooled by the physicians and the philosophies of this world, all right? Quite naturally, like the captain said, because people believe what they can see, all right? It takes a different type of individual to believe in something that they can't see. That's why we got what? Faith.
You know? Right quick. That word shadow, all right, in that Isaiah 30 and verse 2, that Hebrew word is tazalah, and it goes into protection. So our people are trusting in the protection of Egypt. You know, our people, oh, we got the biggest military, or oh, I got this check coming in the mail every month from the government. You know, they trust in that protection that Esau Edom is giving to them, man. But hey, the serpent gonna turn around and bite y'all.
Right. And let that check stop coming, or it didn't come on the first or the third when you thought it was coming. Niggas gonna lose their shit. Right. They gonna be ready to goddamn go hit a lick, man. First thing pops in the nigga head is to go do something illegal. I'm gonna take mine.
Kick dope.
Right. Or I'm finna run down here to the welfare office to see where the hell my money at. Like, damn, I'm bothering these people. They trying to goddamn get paid just like you. Shit, it'll be here when they get here. But take a number.
Because the white man is 2/3 of our people die.
Right. And the first instinct ain't to, well, Lord, if you can get me through to the next month, however, you know, till the check comes, you know, I know it'll come. I have faith in you, whatever. They ain't gonna do that. Their first instinct is what? They gonna get on the phone, they gonna call their caseworker, right? Leave about 30 voicemails. Man, leave like 30 voicemails. On the 31st voicemail, she's gonna be cursing her the hell out. You're gonna get in the car, go wait in line, and wholeheartedly the same energy that you putting into that, you could have been putting into y'all by y'all shit. But that's how far gone our people are, man, when they trust in this society. That was it. That and what you got?
Well, I got it's verse 3.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Yeah, so when shit hits the fan, all right, martial law kicks off, all of these entities outside of your outside that you've been believing in, continue to pray to those and see where it gets you.
That's right.
All right? When it's a UN troop with a boot this fucking big, up your ass. Keep on calling on Allah and Buddha, see where it gets you. All right? Keep calling on the white man and see where it gets you.
The black woman is God. Call on her.
Yeah.
Call your goddess.
Yeah.
The black woman is goddess. Go ahead, bro. Bring it
that
up.
shit.
2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Yeah, Satan won't get an advantage of us that you see before you, Lord willing. All right, because we're not ignorant of his devices, which goes into his mind and his thoughts. All right, we know that this devil want to CHIP the entire world, mainly the elect. All right, we know this devil spraying chemtrails all throughout the air. We know the food's defiled. We know we drinking water out of a bottle. We know what this devil is trying to gear towards, man. He's trying to gear towards placing see him in individuals, like I said, in his new world order. All right, to where he can be looked at as if he is God. I don't even know if we got that. I think the brother called it on the first temple. We got that. We're gonna bring that out. All right, because this devil thinking he's on the level because the Lord allows him to do the things that he's doing, even by having us in captivity. Esau Edom is just a whipping stick that the Lord is using to punish us for the transgressions that we made towards him. All right, so this guy ain't really nothing, man. The scriptures compare him to the bases of men.
Right.
This nigga's simple, man. All right.
And from they say that the Lord really was built up Esau because this is the end. This is the last hoorah battle. The Lord wants this to be a great show of events because it's never going to happen again. So the Lord, like you said, Esau has only gotten this because the Lord blessed him to be in this position.
Right.
All right. The Lord don't want it. Like again, it speaks about Michael and his angels fighting against Satan and his angels. Right. The Lord don't want to. This is not going to be some old school Roman. Why would the Lord need to bring UFO, so-called chariots, UFOs, right, to fight fucking wheel chariots, Roman chariots with horses,
Muskets.
and musket, musket. Here it is, a great chariot is here to fight angels, fight Esau with fucking. He got to break that little gunpowder,
load up, stuff it.
Put it. Like, come on, man. The Lord built it up to give him a real battle.
Make it interesting. Like a pit bull fighting a poodle. If the Lord come back then, man, when he got them, still got cannonballs.
Yeah, come on, man. Like, the Lord had to build it up, and Esau was the one. So the Lord put the spirit on him to create this elements of school, of technology and all that. So the fight in the heavens will be something miraculous. It'll be something that we will never forget. It's major prophecy. The Lord built him up. I say, come on, man, we fighting with spears, man.
Sticks and stones. Go ahead, brother.
This is Daniel chapter 12 and verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So yeah, like what the brothers were saying, Esau's technology to lead up to the war in heaven has been increasing. You're not going to use the cannon that they got up there in Kennesaw Mountain, man. You know, the technology is going to increase more and more until, like the brother said, to Yahushua comes back and cracking clouds.
It was 20 more in that Corinthians. No, that was it. That was it. Go ahead and first Thessalonians. What was it? Second and 5.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and I'll start at 8. Or you want me to start at 5? I think it's at 8.
You can start at 8.
All right, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. Then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all powers and signs and lying wonders.
That's good. I want to start with that consider from part of the temple as he is God.
I got that. Isaiah 14.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I think it's in Thessalonians 2, but you can go ahead, but
This is Isaiah chapter 14, starting at verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Verse 14, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, I will be like the Most High.
yeah, and that's why this devil's emblem is the eagle. All right, that's the highest flying bird species on earth. All right, and it tells us in Obadiah that he extolled himself amongst the clouds, man. All right, this devil really thinks that he is the Most High, man. All right, and he got you pea-brain idiots thinking that he's up there on the level with the Lord as well. Right. All right, until the Lord comes back, cracks the skies, and gets a flawless victory.
Right.
All right, it's gonna make Esau Edom look like y'all brothers ever seen the movie The Little Giants.
Yeah,
What it had,
yeah.
what was his name with the box cut, the nigga that's working out. Spike. Yeah, you're right. Spike from Playgirls, yeah. The Most High gonna come through like Spike, and you niggas gonna be the Little Giants. Right, carrying the refrigerator on his back. It ain't gonna be fair, man. Let's put it that way.
It's gonna be embarrassing, man.
Right.
Because again, if you said, Malachi said that the Lord said that he would build up, and the Lord shall throw down, and in 1 hour, all of this shit globally.
Yes.
1 hour,
Right.
Esau. He took you,
Right.
it took you what? You came out of them caves, the 1300s. So from give or take the 1300s till now, you've been building and building. You're Illuminati. The Lord bless your elite. Remember the elder bars all went through that class in the history of the Rothschild. The Lord blessed your elite that had the money to finance this shit to get to this point. You started your Illuminati in what? May 1st of 1776. You had your plan, all of this shit, just for the Lord to come in fucking 60 minutes and spank ass and
sneak
and then chuck your ass into a pit. And then you in slavery. That shit's really embarrassing.
Should have been in there head first. Hey, you know what I always I always think of the Lord's destruction as, you know how people go through and they set up these dominoes and it's like takes them forever, put them all throughout the house, shit spiraling, and all it takes is one person destroy the whole shit in less than a minute. That's how the Lord's gonna come back to destroy his place. Esau been building up for all these hundreds of years. For him to just come knock that first domino down and destroy Esau, eat them whole shit in the blink of an eye.
Blink of an eye.
It's gonna be amazing, man. Lord willing, we be those men, we can see it happen. You know, keep going, brother.
Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
Yeah, we're not talking about underneath the ground with the devil with a pitchfork, you know, with a red suit on and horns, you know. All right, that's like it says the pit, you know, the earth. Hell is here upon earth, you know, not underneath the ground. It's a condition. All right, it's a state, you know. Go ahead, brother.
Back in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, I'll start at 3.
Down
It says, let no man deceive you by any means.
That's what I wanted. Let no man deceive you by any means.
Go ahead. For that day shall not come
Except there come a falling away first.
Yep. When Israel fell 70 AD up until the time that the truth came back, upon the face of the earth, we fell away as a nation. Go ahead.
And that man of sin be revealed.
That man of sin be revealed, which is Esau Edom. All right, this devil is being revealed on every level. All right. To the point, it's crazy. I got a quick testimony. I went and picked my I went and took my grandmother to the grocery store this past weekend, right? And she kept talking to me about the Israelites. Now she's an 80-year-old black woman that grew up in the time of segregation and all of that. And she mentioned to me that we were the Israelites and we've been deceived. He saw the devil. I'm like, damn, bro, if this 80-year-old black woman is telling me this in 2024, it's clear who the hell the devil is, man.
Right.
This devil is not a secret anymore.
Bro.
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, just to add to your testimony, the place I worked back in 2017, right? There was a Negro woman used to be my supervisor. You ain't got a Negro woman was my supervisor, right? And I was over there. I'm over there in my work area. I'm watching videos from. I think I was watching the LA Brothers at the time. I had my headphones in and everything. I'm just chilling. So she walked up behind me. I seen her, but she walked up behind me and she leaned on the table with me. And she was like, she looked at the video and looked at me. And she was like, "What you know about that?" I was like, "Oh shit."
Wow, I know what you know.
Right. Now, I wanted to ask. I kind of did, but I was like, I was like,
How
damn.
old is
She probably was. She probably was like 50.
Yeah,
60.
so it ain't no secret,
Right.
man.
Right.
This truth ain't no secret.
Exactly.
It ain't the lie ain't no secret no more.
Right.
The truth is out, the lies are out.
But just to add to you, brother, most of our people, they don't want to accept it, right? They'll accept their sons popping other men before they accept the fact that we are the Israelites. Yeah. And I was thinking about that all week. Like, damn, that's how messed up our people are, man. You know what I'm saying? They will accept that type of behavior. Well, I'm trying to keep it PG, of course, brothers understand.
Yeah.
But they won't accept the truth that we are the Lord's people.
Right.
Well, Isaiah tells us that. What is it? Degenerate. I planted you as a noble vine.
Yeah.
And now the noble vine become a degenerate. Like that's that.
Yeah, exactly. And continue on, and she told me straight up, and the whole time I'm thinking like, you done had 2 grandchildren that have been in the truth for damn near 10 years. Where the hell you been? When we was trying to explain this to y'all motherfuckers 6, 7 years ago, everybody thought we was fucking bugged out and crazy.
Well, you guys start the story again. Hold on. Say what you told somebody.
My grandmother.
Your grandmother? Okay.
To the grocery store, she brings out to me that we're the Israelites.
What the fuck?
And I'm
See,
like,
I
no
know.
shit,
She's
grandma.
80.
Like what, but hindsight looking at it, I was like, well, man, this truth is really,
Yeah, if your grandmama know, come on.
yeah, as an 80-year-old, somehow she got hooked up on the internet, man, and found the truth. Now, she listened, she told me, yeah, it's the guys in the purple and gold. I should have known, and there was another testament of like, well, the Lord is using these other groups, man, to just bring people just to plant that seed, man.
That's
how I came
That's why with the when you listen to the apostles and elders, apostles will always give credit to these other camps for that very reason.
Yep.
That's why even with us, we will sometimes you'll catch us and it'll be like, hey, you know what? We shout out them other camps, HOI, even though they go off according to doctrine.
Yeah.
But they're
teach Israel.
They're still pushing at the. Because even all of us, I say myself, when I found out about Hebrew Israelites, I didn't find that out through Great Millstone.
Yeah.
I found out through other means of people, and then you start to want the sincere milk as the scriptures speak about, and you're like, I'm not really getting it over here. I want a little bit more, and then before you know it, the Spirit be with you. The Lord gonna have you land on the right tip.
Exactly. And that got me thinking too, because as soon as she said purple and gold, I was like, okay, which is, I mean, I ain't curse her out because they're a little more
Flashy.
They're a little more PG, if you will.
They're the closest to Christianity of all the Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
IUIC is the most closest to what. Because if I may say to you, because it's a beautiful story. Is when you leave out the scriptures speak about giving you a garment. When you leave the world of what the old man, you're literally naked.
Yeah.
You leave how you were. You believe that Jesus Christ, Christianity, Christmas, Easter, whatever, that ideology of thought is a covering. So when you leave that, like, it's like you basically in public.
It's a vulnerable position.
You
to be.
basically, in a sense, you stay right there, brother. You're basically like naked.
Yes. Yeah.
Who's the most closest to that covering of what you left that makes you feel comfortable?
Right.
That's IUIC. IUIC is the perfect. It's comfortable. If you a thug nigga, Sakari is comfortable. You took off the street.
Don't
nigga
have
shit.
to sacrifice.
Right.
Not
man.
everything.
You take them street nigga clothes off and you see the Sakari and them shit. Oh shit, it's comfortable. I'm back here on the Peru.
Hey, you just
On blood. Get Romans 1 blood.
Bring that precept and I'll continue the little testimony I have. I'm gonna step down. Go ahead, brother.
Real quick one, Romans 10 and verse 18. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world.
Right. So this truth is not a secret anymore. Whether the Lord is using IUIC, GOCC, anybody, man, with some guys in black, ISUPK, whether he's using all of these other groups to get the word out, the word is going out, you know? And it's undeniable what the truth is nowadays, you know? Like I said, for doctrine's sake, you know, they go off, you know, and I ain't curse her out. Like, you gotta stop listening to them guys, and, you know, you gotta listen to Great Milton. She's an 80-year-old black woman that grew up in Christianity. Come on now. The seed has been planted, all right? She's telling me that we're Israelites, and that shit, the hairs on my arm stood up. So I was like, yeah, she knows to a certain extent to what I'm into, but she don't know, you know. So she brought it up, and she was like, yeah, you know, I grew up in Christianity, but when I heard them men speak, it was just something in me that told me that they were speaking the truth. And I was like, well, I mean, I can't really say nothing to that, because I know Christianity is some bullshit, and you grew up on it, you forced it on us growing up, but now, hey, the cat is out the bag, man. Everybody knows.
It's cooked. Christianity is cooked.
That's what I was going to
It's finished,
Yes.
man.
The spirit is cooked because
the
see,
spirit is cooking
it's like
the hell out of
what we always say from year to year, we're in a new year. We just left 2023, brother. What do we say? Yo, Christmas is cooked. Thanksgiving is cooked. Halloween, we name all of these things because the only way for it to work is the participation of it all.
Yeah.
We don't participate no more. There used to be a time, like you saying, brother, with your grandmas and all our family members, bro. We all was Christians.
yeah.
Every last one of us in our family was a Christian. And we all celebrated Christmas. Then it took one of us, probably was, really, we fucked, really,
Yes.
really, if you understand, your family has every right to hate you.
Yeah. You messed it
Because
all
you're the
up.
first one that fucked it up in most cases. Look what you did. Look what, I was probably the first in my family to not celebrate Christmas no more. And that fucked the whole family up. Right. Nah, he ain't coming. Well, you know what? I ain't coming.
Right.
Same shit.
He ain't. Okay, well, shit. Now nobody comes.
It's that domino.
Especially if you're at the age where you like in between the generations, your mom and them, and
Yes.
you got these little cousins, and
We fuck
when
with
they
them
start and they really fuck with you, it's like, oh, you don't fuck with Christmas shit, me either.
Yep.
You know?
Bro, it was birthdays for me. I was like, fuck them little niggas, man. They don't deserve it. And then after that, it was.
I'm sorry to cut
No,
you
you
off,
got
but I'm
it,
gonna step down. Finish that out, and then I'm gonna transition out.
Back in 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High,
Esau, Edom, go ahead.
or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
All right. Reverting back to how the brother Zakari opened up the Neuralink. This nigga think he's on the level. He can put something in somebody that can have them play chess online. All right. Nigga can play Mario Kart like he's actually inside of the fucking cart with Mario. You know, it's crazy. You know. So this devil sits upon the seat as if he's the Most High because he's the closest thing that these people can see to being a miracle or godlike, man. All right, and it's deceiving the whole world
But it's slowly but surely the strongholds and the stumbling blocks that this devil is putting in front of people is showing to be bullshit. You know. Yep. So who's stepping in there? Kasab, let's go. And you know we just gonna continue on with the officer's teachings. Like I said, Esau, Edom, who was in charge of basically the world right now. Just to say that the world is getting, matter of fact, get that in Job. Okay? And then you really got to just put the pieces together at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's very simple. You know, this man is in power. Right? Our people have we're broke. Literally. You know what I'm saying? We're poor. Right? Go ahead and bring that up.
This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yeah, the wicked. All right? And you can tell by the condition of the earth. All right? The water system is destroyed. The air is polluted. The people are led astray. All right? You know, the alphabet people got rights now. You know what I'm saying? You got
more rights than we do.
They do. You know, they make it to, they make it a point to where we can't even have an opinion on anything. You stand up for something that's right and you get frowned upon. All right, go ahead.
It says, Job chapter 9, verse 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Yeah, so, brothers was touching on, the icons earlier. I heard, brothers mention Putin, right? They already knew about it, man. It's just, you people don't want to accept the fact that this man basically iconoclast. You know what I'm saying? He whitewashed the images. You know, but our people have always been, it's always been us. You just need to catch up. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't shocking for us to find out. You know, but it's a shock to a lot of people on the internet right now. They're thrown off by it. But we've been told y'all, the scripture's been told you who we are. The color of our skin color and all that. Even though, we don't use that as a defining thing, but it's in there. Right? It's in there for a reason. But you people still don't want to take heed to it. All right? Go ahead.
It says, if not, where and who is he?
Yeah, so who's empowered him? All right? El Gringo is. You know?
It's the most Spanish I ever heard you say.
We gotta use different lingo nowadays. Because Esau's coming up with these laws.
Yep.
You know, so we gotta, let's play his game.
Well, now that you said Esau coming up with different laws, you remember the law where it said they can prosecute, I guess, hem you up off of deeming you, thinking you're an immigrant, right?
Right.
They just passed it the other day. So when we talk about it, that's when they initiated it or made it known, but now they actually passed it. You know?
Hey, more of a reason for us to stay on point. Because he's blameless. All right, the scriptures talk about being blameless, man.
Well, I'm going to say this is why it's important to take heed to the words of the apostles and elders.
Exactly.
The apostles and elders many years ago, everybody knows the creeds, the creed videos, and one of the first creeds of the apostles put out was making sure you employed, taking care of yourself, working, so that. But then the main one is having an ID.
Yeah. I remember you put that.
We don't have to pretty much now because everybody should at the very least have a driver's license, some type of identity. The point is, you want to have a state issued identification, right? Because like you're saying, now we see in this time now, you want to be able to pull out that state issued identification, put your picture on it, your name on it.
Yeah.
Here you go, sir. This is me. I'm a resident of Georgia.
Right.
You don't want to. You don't want to be just somebody out here. Nah, man, fuck that. Man. I don't want to. I'm white. That's a white man. I'm a son. I'm a man. I don't need no ID. And your ass gonna get thrown in the buckets.
Heck yeah.
And then your ass might get shipped. He might deport your ass to the wrong fucking country. He might send you to Africa, nigga.
Right.
Send him to Africa.
Your ass get accidentally sent to Africa.
like we were saying, you know, because like the scripture say, when and who is it? You got to understand who's in power. You know, who controls the media, who controls the money, who controls the markets. Look at who controls commerce, right? Look at the bridge situation out there in New Jersey. New Jersey, right? Baltimore, right? That's right. That's the East Coast right there, man. That port is important as far as import and export, right? Imagine if you say Savannah go there. Then what? That's the whole East Coast going towards the Midwest, or you know, Central America. Right. Esau, you know, those in power control commerce.
Oh yeah.
Import, export.
Ezekiel, get Ezekiel 28. He's got rich to his traffic.
Exactly. Go ahead, bro.
This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Right.
If not, where and who is he?
Exactly. You know, there's another point too about covering the faces of the judges thereof. Like I said, these Russians, you know, proving that they know who the people are, man. They got videos going back to like early 2000s. I think we in the when we did a class on it. We brought out all these old videos of the Russian icons, the Black Madonna and all that. You know what I'm saying? So we already knew about it, right? And to go even further, I'm already know, but I played this game before years ago, and in the game, like you're out there and like it's like in a post-apocalyptic setting in the game, right? So you're in the scavenging and shit, and in the in these little huts or whatever, they've got pictures on the wall of what? Black Jesus.
Oh, man.
So it's like it's out there, man.
Yeah.
It's just our people don't want to accept the truth for what it is. And at the end of the day, that's going to be your demise, man. You're going to misuse the prophets and refuse the hand of the Lord when it's being reached out. You can't serve two masters. Right.
Yeah.
Hey, man. We're going to read, bro. Keep reading. People are lost.
All right, you want me to go to Matthew 24?
Read that
Ezekiel 28 and verse 4. This is with thy wisdom and with thy understanding thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasure.
Read it again.
Ezekiel 28 and 4. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding.
Yeah, with thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten riches, man. Right? Go ahead.
That's like I started. It says, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches.
That's why it's so lucky, because this whole bridge thing, this devil is, man, we talk a lot of shit about Esau, but for balance of sake, showing that we're fair. This motherfucker's smart, man. He's a genius. All right?
Evil genius.
You think a guy as smart as him with the technology and everything that he has, a ship of that size, bro, that ship, lengthwise is longer than this. You know those ships are like the size of, they're like the size of like, that ship might be closer to the size of the Bank of America building. That ship is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the size of, that ship is the size of a building. But it holds thousands of containers. You know how big a trucking container is?
Right.
Okay? So you think a ship that size is just doing what it wants in the water at this point of the game? That ship can't go left or right. Bro, when you should watch videos where it shows you that there's trafficking. It's the Panama Canal. Have you ever seen videos of the Panama Canal when they have those them ships go through the Panama Canal? It's perfect. It goes through and it lifts it up, the water drops. It's literally perfection. So you telling me in the ball, like you said, this shit just accidentally happened. He's wiser than Daniel, but this shit just so happened to happen. Come on, man, it's perfection in a sense.
Continuing on, it says, and has gotten gold and silver into thy treasure. Verse 5, by thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and And thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
Yeah, you know, we're talking about the shipping containers, but the greatest profit he made off of slavery. He's still getting paid off people to this day. Right? But he's the one that's in power. That's the point. The elite, not Bill Gates. He's just a face. He's just a face. You know, he just gets a little credit here and there, but he's not in control. We're talking about the ones that are in control of the money. All right, the ones that basically take over countries. Those are the ones that are in power. Right. Those are the ones that are able to basically change the images. You know, change. Hell, he did it. Exactly, he did it already. He proved who he is. We know who he is through his track record, right? We're gonna jump back into Matthew 24.
Start at the top.
Start at the top, but we'll kind of jump around. Okay. The point is in verse 24, though.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming,
right,
and of the end of the world?
Right, and that's what we're basically living in the end days, man. That's right. Because if you're paying attention to the prophecies, which is going to go into the things that are happening now, basically. All right. What's in the news right now? Or what's the cover up? World War III.
Yeah.
Right. We were talking on the side about Russia. Russia's about, hey, Russia's ready, man.
Yep.
These heathens are ready to knock America on its ass, man. Literally.
This is the most active we've seen Russia in,
This is the USSR.
They see the opportunity.
Right.
They've been just focusing on this Ukrainian situation for the past 3 years.
It's been 3 years.
I think this will be the third year, right?
Sound about right.
You know what it is? It's the hooks.
Yeah, the hooks are drawing them back. Like I said, bringing it back to that old USSR, basically power, man. Yeah. You couldn't mess with the USSR back in the days, man. That's why Esau had to come together. The other nations had to come together and create NATO and all that. Right? Go ahead.
Kind. Verse 4, and
and of course the chip. That's another major prophecy that we're witnessing. Yep. And I saw a video earlier in the week. I know you had just went into it. I saw a video earlier in the week. It was this chick I used to follow a couple years ago on one of them social media sites, right? And I stopped following her because I found out she, married and shit. But I had saw a video in the week that just popped up on my feed. And she was basically showing that implant in the wrist, military. And of course, I don't know if it was it's real. I don't know. But I was gonna do a lesson in a week. But then, hey, Pastor Hard just did a lesson for me. Basically the same video I saw. He was like, I didn't watch the whole thing, but he basically just dropped the lesson that I was gonna do. I was like, damn, that's a spirit, man. But it just goes to show whether it was fake or not, real or fake. That's what we're moving towards, man. That's what the Lord is allowing these devils to do, man.
Hey, well, think about, I'll give you a small example of like how, you ever see the movie Focus?
Yeah.
Focus with Will Smith. And then they showed you that scene where they were trying to get that guy to place that bet on the football field. So the whole day they were subconsciously planting numbers and words in his head, right? That's social engineering, and another one is Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio. How they had to get into his mind and they subconsciously were planning stuff. A lot of things. I said all that to lead to Trinidad James a few years back. I know it sounds crazy. But the reason why I'm saying that is Nobody knew what Molly was until he said in the song, "Pop the Molly, now I'm sweating." Right. Sometimes it's just a little level of just planting a seed of introducing you to something. Leads people to be like, I wonder. I'm curious now. I'm gonna look into that. I want that. I want to do that. It just takes a little level of like, see this? Yo, that's cool. That's all. That's literally all it takes.
That's why the word, you know, the word is such a terror to this devil. It's just, I mean, we're preaching on the highways and the byways. Doesn't seem like a huge thing, but you know, over time, it just snowballs in the minds of the people, especially this devil. And now, you know, he's scrambling right now.
Videos, like you beautifully said, it's a seed. The scriptures speak about the parable of the sower and the seed, right? Because all it literally takes is a little seed to be planted in your head. And now you either go with it or you go against it.
That's a mustard seed.
Like the brother said, we out here literally just as a, whether these people hear us, stand right here and they, you know, I have a question.
They can just see us.
They can just see us, and we're planted in their psyche. And then you go home, and then because you were near this, we don't know how these phones be fucking with the people. Now you're getting recommended. These people that might come in close to us with our phone, they might get now out of nowhere might get recommended Great Millstone videos of Israelite videos.
Because you know, going back to Esau losing power, right? He has the algorithm on the phone. So you may be talking. Prime example, I was talking to a friend of mine a couple days ago. And he was ordering some food, you know, DoorDash or whatever. He was like, man, it's the number that called me. It was like a 415, and he was like a number from Texas. I was like, yeah, man, it's probably, you know, your driver calling you about something about your food or whatever. I was like, it used to be some weird ass number like a 415 or a 704 number, right? A couple hours later, I wake up. I get a text message from my number 704. What the fuck is that? So yo,
You don't know, that's why you don't want to cut this shit off.
People could be right across the street and the phone will pick up a sound. Shit, eagle eye. What's the other enemy?
Come on now, come on.
State? So come on, man.
Think about it.
Look, cameras there. It's everywhere.
Or you in the car, they ride by, and you just ride. You on your way to Lennox, popping shit. Oh yeah, that's just the Israelites. The phone.
Well, so just to make mention of the technology of it, if you look, if you have some like night vision, some nods is what they call it, and you see it, night vision picks up IR, whatever. You need ambient lighting and IR to use night vision.
Infrared.
And it picks up infrared. When you look at your phone under nods, your face is gonna light up with like dots, like every. So your phone is constantly always analyzing you, hearing what you're saying, scanning your facial expressions, kind of reading your mind, playing out your next move.
Hey, well, if I may say, bro, Apple just got found out that the AirPods, that the AirPods are actually they're reading your brain's waves, and that's a lot of the way where they're able to
Bluetooth,
quote unquote, read your mind to be able to put in your phone, recommend things, because they have this technology. So again, like you said, we're just speculating through technology and what we see through trends. We're watching as well as praying, but it's not too far-fetched to say we could be really. We just think we're sitting here prophesying onto the wind, not realizing that is fucking up everybody's algorithms and phones and their YouTube feeds and their TikTok feeds and everything.
That is prophesying to the wind.
It is. I'm gonna hit you with something.
It's on the
I'm gonna hit y'all with something real quick. My Red and my daughter was watching the movie Back to the Future last week, the 80s one, right, with Michael J. Fox and get the older guy's name. Right?
They leveled Rick and Morty off of that show.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Check this. When they went back to the future, it was 2015. Right? You know, flying cars, the weird clothes. Oh, shit, like 2015 was the year that they were in.
Damn.
I was like, damn, that shit was like there was futuristic shit in that movie. I was like, damn, we're really living in a time like that, right? But just to kind of bring everything together, we're talking about Esau's chip. Read through like the 9th verse, going into the times that we're coming into and we're in, and then jump to the 24th verse.
All right, this is Matthew 24:4. It says, and Yahushua, you want me to start at 9 or start where I'm at?
Yeah, probably.
And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear war, Salakia, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation.
And we're witnessing nation rise against nation right now, right? But it also said, don't let no man deceive you.
That's right.
So you know, 2024, man, you gotta know, people gotta open their eyes and pay attention, man. All right? The Christianity, you can't see through that by now, man.
Dead, man.
You deserve a missile.
Yeah, you deserve it.
You deserve it at this point. You can't see that you being tricked, you robbed, you know.
You know a good way to understand that Christianity is dead is because it's stagnant. It's stagnant. It preaches the same thing over and over. Even though in a sense we preach the same thing, the prophecies are always moving.
Hey, that validates what we're doing.
But you know what? You're right, because through the Spirit, the scriptures say, watch as well as you pray. So like you said, the difference between us and these Christians and these pastors and these bullshit teachers out here is we're, as the apostle said, we're news reporters.
Right.
We're taking what's happening in real time.
Right.
Like through the Spirit, the Lord,
Watching.
like breaking news, reporting live, great millstone and land. Like basically that's the setup here. We're the Fox 11 branch of, you get what I'm trying to say, of the news here.
Spiritual newscast.
Spiritual news. We're heralds. We're sentinels. The newspapers are named sentinels. And we take what's happening, go to the scriptures.
Yeah.
Your pastor's not gonna do that anymore.
No.
It's a payday for him tomorrow.
Right.
It's a payday. That nigga get paid tomorrow.
Well, they can't even explain why eggs, what do, rabbits and eggs have to do with each other.
Right.
They can't even answer that question. So of course they're not gonna know what the hell is going on in the world.
Yeah.
Christians are the dumbest people in America.
Because they're stagnant.
Stale waters.
Exactly. So they're polluted.
Yeah, keep going. Well, finish that verse. Hold on. I'm gonna read something.
Okay. This is what actually. Oh yeah. Verse 7. Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Yeah. Once again, those earthquakes can also be breaking events, commotions. It could be hurricanes, which we're getting ready to hit hurricane season.
Absolutely.
Right?
Just natural
disasters, or it could be an event.
Yeah.
But before we continue reading on, I want to read something. And I listen to this. I typed in when did Tesla come out, right? It says Tesla. Remember I mentioned Back to the Future 2015 when the year that they traveled to?
Yeah.
Since the company's inception in 2003. And I didn't know just now. I just looked it up. Right? It says Tesla's mission has been to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. The first Tesla product, the Roadster sports car, debuted in 2008, followed by the Model S sedan, which was introduced in 2012, and the Model X SUV, which launched in 2015. So, once again, man, these devils, man, they basically showing us.
Yeah, that's actually crazy because in 2000, you said the SUV one came out in 2015.
Yeah.
That's the one that has the doors like the DeLorean.
Yeah, come on.
Sort of like the DeLorean. Damn. Because all the other Teslas have regular doors, and that one, that's the one that goes up like that, which is like the DeLorean and Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
Oh man, hey man, Lord is bad, man. That's the power we serve, man. All right, but yeah, I just wanted to bring that out. 2015, man. That was the year that they traveled to in the movie Back to the Future. All right, go ahead.
A real quick one, officer. This is 2 Corinthians 13 and verse 8, because we're basically talking about the spirit versus the algorithm, you know. And the thing is I'll read it. It says, "For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth."
Exactly.
You know, so it's basically, you know, this word is a double-edged sword, you know.
Yeah.
You think that you got it tied down, but it's really trapping you. Like with these Christians, they try to come up against the Israelites.
Right.
So they come out with their little, they try to jump into the scripts, but they end up drowning.
Well, you know what?
And their congregation starts to jump into the scripts, and then you get a 80-year-old grandmother saying, "Hey, we the Israelites."
Bro, you know a good example to prove that point you just made? We was at CNN, right? And my man EJ Love popped up with his homeboy Adam. Yep. Right? Then they started reading Romans 9. Then they read Romans 9 and they cut themselves. Yeah. Yeah. So, hey man, that just proves your point, man.
Yeah. Because see, you know, when you're dealing with this word, can I get a scripture? Somebody know where it's at where the scripture say, "Out of your belly shall flow living water." Somebody find that. I know it's in the book of John, but somebody find that, because see, we were going through this a few weeks ago at camp about the fact that what? The truth, matter of fact, when we were dealing, the last time we camped this one, and we were dealing with that Edomite, and I was saying this word has given a way for us to answer questions that a lot of people have. Remember that Edomite that came out?
Yeah.
What the?
Some kind of goofy Easter egg.
Easter is next week. Well, this is tomorrow.
It's like goofy ass game.
Friday was yesterday.
Georgia Tech nerd game.
What up, man? Go ahead and get that real quick. I got it. Bumped out.
John chapter 7 and verse 38. He that believeth on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
Yeah, these pastors, your local Baptist pastor is dry as a desert, okay? When it comes to this understanding, like the brother said. Hey man, listen, I remember when I was in Christianity in the church, I was a diligent listener even then. So I used to pick up and be able to tell when my pastor at the time was recycling sermons. He'd be sitting there and be like, this nigga said this word for word not too long ago. Y'all hear this shit? I remember I was sitting in the church and I'd be like, not word for word. Bar for bar. Bar for bar, word for word. Because you know what they do? They don't anticipate the average church goer to go so diligently to pick up on the pattern. Yeah. So they might do one in February and then come back to it in January, July, August, and then revisit it again in November, because the average person is not diligent. Right. Okay. But so that these people, there's no water flowing out of these pastors when it comes to these things. So we're giving you answers to things that you've always had questions for. That's the point of what I'm saying. Everybody has always wondered about death. That's when that Edomite came up, and what do? We went into death. You didn't know about death. You didn't understand death and what it meant and what it was about when you were in Christianity. What judgment is. You didn't know what judgment was. So that's why you people have no choice to gravitate to it. It's the ultimate debate of skills. The debate of knowledge. What my pastor say? Hey, well, when you die, you just rested in the grave, and you're gonna be risen up on Judgment Day. I don't know about that. They want to put in Job, the first chapter, death. And the Lord says, really, he defeated death. And the sting of death. And the Lord said he's gonna catch. We're dealing with it precept upon precept. So then if you just sitting back, whether you're an 80-year-old or a 15-year-old boy or the girl in high school, you're sitting back and you're like, I don't know, man, Pastor Jenkins, he kind of winged that shit. I don't know. He kind of made that up. I can tell he made that up as a win. This dude over here, he do look crazy. He do look bugged out. What the fuck is he wearing? Right. That shit makes sense, man. I'm just giving a basic how a regular African American's mind frame would have to go with this.
Yeah. I got a precept here. No, bring it up. This is Isaiah chapter 29 and 10, a classic. It says, "For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes, the prophets and your rulers and the seers
have you covered. So it's just going into what the captain was saying. Bro, these, simply put, they ain't got it. Christianity's dead. They can't explain shit for shit. They can't explain why things are happening. And like I was saying earlier, the religion is extremely stagnant. It's just stand still. There's nothing changing about it. And in their case, you can't say, if it ain't broke, then fix it. That shit needs to be fixed. You know?
It's the laughing stock of the world. Nobody respects Christianity. Nobody respects Christianity. Nobody respects Christians. You look at your favorite shows, whether it's South Park or Family Guy, Jesus Christ is always being laughed at.
Absolutely.
As he should be. Okay? But I'm speaking in the spirit of, there was a time where, like I said, 40 years ago, man, everybody you knew, if you were on this sign, everybody was a Christian. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. All your friends were Christians. All your family members were Christians. Yep. You might have had one or two Muslims in your family because them niggas was, you know, jailbird, in and out of prison type niggas.
Or boxing.
Or boxing. You know, I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Most of the Muslims in your family, I bet they spent time in prison. Okay? But most of us, for the most part, were Christians. And then I'm gonna get into it. It wasn't the older generation. It was really millennials. Keeping it 100. Most of the people in the truth today are in the age range of 27, 28, and about 40, 41. You have some that's a little beyond that and younger than that, but it was millennials because really through the spirit, we were the age group that questioned everything.
Yeah.
We were the one that was we were the first ones in Christianity going to church like, well, God, hey, I know I was one of the first ones to go to church. Hey, I was going to church back in the day in jeans and jerseys. God said I come as I am. I'm coming as I am. This is how it will be every other day. That was breaking up the stronghold of Sunday's best. Suit tied up.
I stopped going to church.
Yeah, me too.
I stopped going to church when I was growing up and whatnot. When I towards the end of high school, when I went to college, I didn't go to church, but I read.
Who was it? This
But I
us.
read.
We're millennials. We're the one. Not like I said, it's not an age thing, but this is not an old man's thing.
Right.
Set forth the apostles last.
Yep.
Because that's our root to the old way of the old school. Hey, you can stay there, bro. We just build. Yeah. Well, I just bring your precept out.
Oh yeah.
Well, look, he said he got one real quick. Let him bring it out, and then we'll go to yours. Okay.
Oh, I was going back to what he was on.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you just bring it out, and we'll go from there. Yeah, you can stay right there. We'll just build.
This is Psalm chapter 24 and verse, I'll start at 6. It says, this is the generation of them that seek thy face, O Jacob, Selah.
Yeah.
He mentioned, you know, like, you millennials are the generation that started, like, questioning, you know, the things that have already been established. You know?
Come on, man. It was, man, our old people were not questioning Christianity. Listen, the brother just said his 80-year-old grandmother is now questioning Christianity.
Yeah. 80 years later.
That our mothers and fathers are still betwixt.
Right, yeah.
They're betwixt between, is this right or wrong? And will God hate me for questioning it? So God is good all the time, God is good. And they just go along with it, and they, like I said, tomorrow they're gonna go along with this tradition of men of Easter eggs and putting on Steve Harvey colored suits.
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna do because that's their tradition. Their mind don't go any further. They don't even have the spirit. The Lord really didn't put the spirit on them to question it. The Lord dropped that on us.
Mm-hmm. It's the word that comes to mind, if I may, officer, comfort. Everybody it's all about comfort until these niggas get their ass handed to them. Then it's going to be a whole different ballgame.
Well, what group of men? It's like I said, it's the quote unquote that millennial group of men, which makes sense because millennial really what goes back to what, the year 2000. We are the class of men that were of age. Everybody that's in the truth right now, that's an elder. It's an elder that's a head of a camp. For the most part, is a millennial man. They're under 40, 41, 42-ish, 40, a little older, give or take. You get what I'm saying? I'm breaking it down that way, but when the Israelites went to the land, it was what? It was the younger generation. Older people don't really question. They just go with it.
They're in their ways.
They're set in their way. That's why the scriptures say you don't put new wine in an old bottle.
They were birthed.
That's why a lot of that Revelation, the 7th chapter, that great multitude, it's gonna be a lot of young. It's gonna be a lot of young. All right? It's gonna be a lot of men, the generation after Gen Alpha. Okay, the Gen Z. Gen Z is tearing this place up with being rebellious. Everybody talks shit about them, but who is breaking up the normality of this place? It's the younger people, for good or bad. Because if it was left up to older people, we still be wearing suits and ties, going to Golden Corral at the church. Oh yeah, you can't forget about that. We would all, if it was up to the older generation, beards would not be old men don't like beards. Whose father out here wears a beard? Anybody's father out here wear a beard?
Mine does.
Okay.
Clean yourself up.
Hey, you probably
He said no.
Mine's an African American.
Yeah, my dad is an African American. I'm lucky to see him with a goatee.
Damn.
Yeah.
If you see this, it's like, all right, that's a step.
Or
this?
Or you're going through something.
If you see this, that's a sign. His wife is beating his ass right now. That's really what it means. He's going through.
I don't care, man. My dad shaved, squeaky clean head.
Yeah.
Like, whatever, man.
My father-in-law
I
is
hope the Lord have
another
mercy on him.
that quintessential African American look. Bald
in the mouth.
The only hair is this. This. No mustache, no goatee, bald in a motherfucker. Looking simple as hell.
Michael Jordan.
That Samuel L. Jackson look. But who was the one like, man, no. We had to stand on beards. We are a generation.
That's a t-shirt.
Hey, shit, I'm gonna say it just off of straight. This is a testimony. A lot of y'all brothers already know. The way I got booted out the military was for growing my beard.
Now
fuck.
what? The military got to accept people with beards. You
started a
and
trend.
men like you were a trendsetter.
Yep.
That's what I'm speaking to, is that really the men between that space, that 25 to 43, 44, are true trendsetters.
It was because, shit, whatever.
We need numbers.
It was me and the brother out in Kansas City, Yawasat. Me and that brother, we was in the same base together.
That's crazy.
We was the same base. I gave him the truth, and we both was going at it. To the military. They gave us honorable discharge and let us go about our way.
They give you honorable.
Damn. Because they can't come against you for religion. Because technically, that's what you're fighting for. Freedom of religion. So how can you discipline me off of something that y'all established this country on? You better give me that and let me go. So yeah, but we'll keep going on. Yeah, fuck Esau, man.
I had to come a different way, but it was kind of tough.
Keep going. Matthew chapter 24 and 8. It says, all these are the beginning of sorrows.
Yeah, all these tragedies and the terrible things that are getting ready to happen to this place, America. All right, it's just the beginning of shit to happen, man. You know, man, people are struggling right now, man. Absolutely, people are struggling to pay their bills, to get ends meet.
There's no such thing as living by yourself.
Yo, I seen a picture I meant to share with brothers. Somebody somewhere is struggling so bad. That's all I got to eat for the next 4 days. It was a straight baked potato. There wasn't no butter, no sour cream. It was just dried out baked potato. He's like, this is what I got to eat for the next 4 days because I ran out of money. That's how big the struggle is. You got people out here. I've never ate a baked potato without
the fixins.
Not the fixins. Like, God damn it. That's what I got to eat. You imagine, that's what I'm saying. There's people out here, 4 days of straight baked potato action.
And it's just the beginning of sorrow.
Damn.
That's sorry. to start robbing.
Yeah, that's right.
Just imagine, man.
Diabetes.
Just imagine the type of things that are getting ready to happen to this place.
Yeah. You're right, bro.
It's gonna be some things happening, man. That, like brother said earlier, it's gonna wake a lot of people up. Like that.
Exactly.
You know what's gonna end up happening? Brothers is gonna sit back like this. Why don't you ask Jesus to get you out of that situation?
Well, I got you. I got you.
Yeah,
I got you right now. Since you said that, why don't you ask Jesus?
Maybe Jesus.
Like the brother likes to say.
I get
Says,
that from nothing, y'all.
Yeah. Deuteronomy chapter 32 and 37. It says, and he shall say, where are their gods, their rock, and whom they trusted?
Yeah, so just to add to y'all brother's point earlier about Christianity not being able to do anything, you know, they pretty much stuck, right? But when the whole C-19 popped off, they had no answers.
Right.
They had no answers. They couldn't tell the people, their congregation, a fucking thing.
And it shut down.
But we were able to tell you to read, you know, this is what this is, you know, places is gonna start shutting down. Ain't gonna be no sports. We said all this. You said you weren't gonna be able to leave the cities. People had to stay in the house, man.
Yep.
But we said all these things, right? Nobody, you know, some people, you know, listen.
Yep.
But most of the people, man, they can restrict this business. Okay.
Yep.
But you know what,
Let it happen again.
But you know what?
Right.
If you really want to say, Christian, the pandemic, really, you know how you watch fighting or you play, like you playing UFC or you playing some fighting game, and you deal out a major blow, that motherfucker, you see the screen, it's all blurry and they trying to stand up. 2020 was that to Christianity.
Yeah.
Because the church ain't bounced back. I'm gonna be real with you. I've been saying this for years. If you pay attention to your churches around your house or in your region. Churches do more activity during the week, passing out food, than they do on Sundays. Watch, tomorrow is gonna be a busy day because it's Easter.
Right.
But if you actually pay attention on Sundays and look at your local churches, them shits is basically like, they basically are closed. People ain't going to church like that on Sundays, like how it was pre-pandemic.
Well, you saw it post-pandemic, what the churches were used for on the day-to-day. You saw lines of people for COVID jabs, COVID jump shots, mid-ranges, and for testing.
Testings and food banks, passing out food and shit.
Because what? They're really an entity of the state.
Hey, they're really. This is why we get on. This is why we get on Nate's ass behind this bullshit. Because what we're seeing is that these churches have been nothing more than 501c3 hubs. That's all they are. It's not about bringing out spiritual education and teaching you how to follow after God. It's not about that. It's just about these programs, teaching, giving your ass food, which, hey, I told brothers, I don't know if you know this, but you know those food banks? The people that have those food banks, they get paid. It's a 501c3, it's a grant.
So like you, brother.
So it's a check that they're, like if the government will say to you, hey, I'm gonna give you $300,000. Plus I'm gonna pay you per package to hand out food. So you and your, hey, feed hungry niggas in Atlanta, non-profit. That's what you name yourself. Feed hungry niggas, right? So you set up feed hungry niggas on this corner. The niggas are, oh, thank you for this bag of, I'm a hungry nigga. Thank you. They're just happy for the food, but they don't realize Uncle Sam cut you a check.
Right,
to give them the food, not get you thinking that food banks is just to give you the food and then you get the food out. No, you get the food and they cut you a check to prepare it, handle it, and give it out. So it's a payday. That's why you'll never see these churches are nothing more than just food banks at this point.
Yeah, and I was gonna let these churches remind me of the show Ozark. Really, a lot of it's just fucking money laundering.
That's all it is.
And it's just a platform, a front
It's the new money
to
laundering.
launder that fucking shit.
Yep.
But then you got Nate
Yep.
and you guys are just haters. You guys are just bad because this is smart. No. You understand the amount of grants and things that they're getting in the name of being a 501c3? They're probably getting hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not, I'm gonna put it out there, they're probably getting millions of dollars.
You
of
talking
money.
about IUIC?
They're
But they
getting
came out.
millions.
They came out. They
Yeah.
came out and said that already.
So you see all these buildings, where you
Out of their mouth.
all these buildings that's popping, these buildings that are popping up all over the place. IUI school in Kansas, and IUI school in Iowa.
I'm sorry, they're establishing shit in Africa.
They're getting a check. Oh, we're gonna do this in the name of this, and because we're able to do this, now we can pass out food, and we can actually do outreach to the community, and this, that, and the third. So, okay, well, here, it's $250,000 budget. You're in with the devil, but you think you're gonna just get this money to basically pass out food forever? No, they're gonna switch that shit over, and now it's gonna be no. You know what? You wanna keep getting this grant money? Oh, you're gonna have to chip people. Who you think's gonna chip these people? How is Esau gonna go from one day nobody's here chipped to everybody out here is chipped? You think there's not enough doctors in America to do that shit?
Bro,
Right.
you are you are on to something, but it's like how I'm trying to say we know, but it's just like damn, it might come through these.
Yeah, can I get a second? Get Micah, is that 5? We start at the top. Yeah, go make a point. Go ahead.
Everybody in, right? Yeah. We'll see what happened with the jab or the jump shot, right? Every Walgreens, fucking CVS, all these clinics, everybody had access to this, right?
Church. They had tents set up in church parking lots.
That's funding. In Hall, the mall up there where I used to live. When that place. They turned that parking lot. They turned one of the parking lots into a drive-through.
Jabs.
Because it's already in place for when the situation occurred. A lot of these 501c3s were the ones pushing that. How do I say this? They were using people that are using these that have these 501c3s to tell you that it's okay to take it. I'm gonna educate you on why it's okay for you to get this jump shot. That's who they used. So why wouldn't they? Like I said, considering the time, there's hundreds of millions of people. There's billions of people that they need to have this chipping. There's not enough doctors. Who you think they're going? Like I said, follow the money line. Okay.
Another good example is when they run out of masks, right? They turned all these other companies, manufacturing companies, and all these, they were paying these other companies to manufacture masks at that one.
Yes.
T-shirt companies, they had all these. They were
Turning over things to use, making masks, ventilators, and all that.
Hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer, yeah.
What is it, Micah 5 and...
So Esau equipped.
Yeah, absolutely. Was it the teachers? Like Micah 7.
Yeah.
Oh, 3. I'm sorry. Micah 3 and 1.
I got a quick one. This is Titus 1 and 11. Salaki. Because like you're saying, man, these other churches, man. Because even when that jump shot came out, the people of circumcision were encouraging.
Yep.
So what you think gonna happen when the sea hit comes?
And what camps in Israel were the main ones telling you to take the duck sauce?
The purple people.
But you can't see, like you said, we see first. The average person sees this in the name of. They see IUIC. They see First Baptist Church of Atlanta, Second Baptist Church of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? 100 black men. You know they see these titles, not realizing that really that's just a DBA. That's just a doing business ad. That's just what you register as. But really, they're all government entities. They are government employees, get government funded.
Yes.
They're getting their funding from the devil himself.
Yes.
So you got to ask yourself, if Christians were pushing that this is safe, education, clinics and so on and so forth. Why are you as an Israelite camp aligned with that?
Right.
Go ahead.
Titus 1 and 11. Whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things they ought not for filthy lucre's sake. The bag.
And you know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna say who told me this. I won't say it was on camera who told me this. But I will say it. Believe it or not, this quote. He told me it with non-profits. He said, non-profits is where you're gonna make your most profit.
Damn. How ironic is that? Non-profit making profit. That's the irony in that.
The irony,
Right.
Because
Yeah.
the average
Sound like an
person
oxymoron.
don't understand what a non-profit is. They think a non-profit is just simply some shit. Oh, non-profit.
Like some volunteer
They do that shit for free. That's a good guy right there. He's doing it for free.
Right.
Yeah, I think
L. Ron Hubbard, who invented Scientology, he was just making comic books, fantasy novels and stuff. And he said the exact same thing, that non-profit is where all the profit is. And he created a whole religion of people believe.
Because that's why when you look out here, you want to know who the biggest hub of non-profit. That's why, like Brother beautifully said, non-profits is just a new money laundering system that the white man uses, and he's using you niggas to do it. Non-profits ain't nothing but a new. It's really, you want to be honest with you, non-profits is the new age scamming.
Right. And it,
All the scammers became non-profit owners.
and again, back to the show Ozark, if you want to money launder, you don't put your hands on it. You don't put your hands on the money. So when you watch that fucking show, Ozark, which is the great goddamn show, the cartel boss had them white crackers launder their money, so everything is gonna go back to them. It's not gonna go to him. Yeah, I didn't have hands on. I didn't do it.
Yeah.
They was laundering it.
Can be traced back.
It can't be traced back to me. So it's just like the same thing. A 501c3 is a legal document to launder shit.
Because what is Esau doing with all this money? He's collecting billions and billions of dollars of taxes from through the IRS, through sale. He's collecting so much money from us that he has to show us doing something so that he doesn't look guilty. That's why you see they'll say that in the White House there's $10,000 toilets.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
in
you
the
gotta
army,
make it
in
make
the
sense.
army they'll say, oh, $10,000 hammer. No, nigga, the hammer was $10.
Right.
The dude that got the grant pocketed
Yeah.
the
This
other
is-
$9,950.
It's that soft money, I think, or
It's
something
just it's a laundering play that like you said, a lot of Israelites are a part of and not realizing that the play is to get you in the means of deceiving the people. There's a reason why IUIC is like everybody said out here. They're the clean guys.
Yeah.
They're palatable. You know, you could, you're old person, you love IUIC. Young person, IUIC. If you're married, IUIC. If you want to be an Israelite family and include your wife and children, hey, come to IUIC.
And let's run a background check on you before you come
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
we
What's your
can't forget,
social security number?
Captain
You get
Cesare
your-
out in the ISUPK 501c3 as well. Oh, you just got out of jail. You gotta see this. You gotta see the grant. You gotta see the grant check behind these words.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Oh, you just got out of jail and you need some help to get your
Rehabilitation.
your what?
Some rehabilitation.
Rehabilitation.
This is
Okay,
some-
we got you. Come over here. We got a program.
You know what? This is some call J.G. Whitworth 877 Israelite.
That's what it is.
This is what the shit is.
That's what it is now.
It's just fucking wild.
Go to Micah 3.
I ain't never seen it.
Micah chapter 3 and 1. And I said, here I praise
That's
you,
true.
You
O
know,
heads of
Americanized
Jacob,
like
and you princes of Israel.
I
Is
never
it not
seen
for you to know
Like she
judgment?
running.
Yeah, they supposed to know right from wrong. A lot of these camp heads, they've been doing this work double what we've been doing in most cases. They've been a part of this thing of ours for 30 years then.
Yeah.
Nate, Johanna, all of these figures.
Yep.
But they don't know the judgment of the Lord because they're, hey, I'm gonna say it for what it is, as the scriptures say. They're false prophets.
Right.
They're false prophets.
We ready.
That's what they are. They have a form of godliness, like you said, a form of it. But if you're not spiritually inclined to discern what the hell is going on and see a lot of our people are, the scriptures say, are dumb. They're dumb and they're sheep. So they just follow. They don't, like I can, because of behind the scenes and what I know and what I've been a part of, I hear the Grant talk. I hear I know where this is leading to. But I know from being around it, it's like, yeah, I can see how you do this. This ain't it. This ain't it. But they're getting checks, baby.
Yes.
Oh, big
They're
check.
not. The water. I need you to understand. It's not. It's not little $2,000 scholarship checks.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because let's look at the Shikari.
Yeah.
How did they exponentially grow like that?
Come on now.
Mm.
Think about this.
In a short,
Yeah.
how come it took 40 years for GMS to just get where to? We're still holding camps of only 20 people a city type thing, and these dudes got camps in cities hundreds. And he fell out. I forgot what camp. I'm talking about Al-Azhar.
Seattle.
See, he fell out of that camp. What? Back what? When was that?
Over 10 years ago at this point.
Something like that?
Yeah, over 10 years.
And you're telling me each camp got like 100 fucking 200? You saw they pass over? Nah, man, that's money.
That's money. It takes money to do
That's
these
money.
things. Where do you think? Like I said,
Nothing's genuine
don't
about
look at it. See, the average Israelite, our minds, when we're thinking these numbers, oh, he's got a 501c, he's getting grants, or he's getting checks. You're thinking $2,000 checks. Your mind might go to $10,000. Bro, these is peanuts.
Bro, you got IUIC talking about private jets.
They're getting, trust me when I'm telling you, they're getting $100,000 checks, $200,000 checks, possibly $500,000 checks. He might even be getting checks to the level of, he has this big organization with a bunch of employees.
Right.
He might even be listing these officers and camp leaders as employees of IUIC Inc. to make it seem even bigger, to say, hey, I'm running this big organization, a conglomerate. I have 100 employees.
Absolutely.
I need you to give me a check for $10 million to get me through this quarter. That's what you got to really see.
Yeah, and even with Zabak, we're getting the building thing.
Buying all this land and shit.
Come on, bro. Filthy lucre.
We ain't doing this off of a GoFundMe, man.
Let's finish it. Go ahead. Micah chapter 3 and 1. Matter of fact, verse 2. Who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck off their skin from off them, and their flesh from off their bones, who also eat the flesh of my people.
Hey, matter of fact, hold on real quick. Read that real quick, because see, we'll look at these politicians. The big thing that Esau loves to expose with these politicians is what? Nancy Pelosi. She's a politician, and her salary is only $100,000 a year. An average politician makes $100,000.
They come out with a bill each year showing what each individual, even a president makes like $400,000.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
This is public record.
but
Yeah.
give it take. Let's just say you make Nancy Pelosi or whoever makes $400,000 a year. How the hell is these people worth hundreds of millions of dollars? You have politicians that are sitting in office that are worth $50 million, $100 million.
Right.
Why? Where do you think that money is coming from another place?
Yeah.
Read this about Nate real quick.
What is Bishop Nathaniel's net worth? Bishop Nathaniel's net worth is a well-known businessman and founder of IUIC. He has an estimated net worth of $150 million and is known for his philanthropic work.
Now, mind you, when they put these type of figures out here, they tell you like, oh, Cat Williams is worth $5 million. That really be low. Them niggas really be worth. They be worth way more than what they tell you on the internet. That's just speculation. So if we're gonna apply that rule, if we would apply that rule to all these entertainers, why wouldn't we apply that rule to Nate? So if it's saying he's worth $150 million right here, he's probably actually worth $300 million. Where do you think that money? You think that money just came from selling T-shirts?
Don't forget assets.
That was for 2022.
That's money that's given. He sits on a board and is receiving a high paycheck. High paycheck.
Talk about taking the bag.
It's a different type of bag.
He's in Africa.
See, to take the bag is just selling out one way. Is just like when we think about Judas Iscariot selling out, he took one payment for one thing. Here's the thing, sell them out, take this. Okay, sell them out, eat the bag and go. So, this nigga's getting a check.
Then nigga getting the bag.
Quarterly.
Well, it's kind of like what I say. And I like using the word intensify. This is just same thing Judas is doing, extremely intensified.
Yeah.
Extremely intensified. Bigger scale.
Because like that's what this mic is going into. But think about it in the senses of like they're getting, like we were saying, we've experienced in Great Millstone, sometimes a whole church just goes off. Right? A whole church is just like a few years back, San Antonio camp. The whole camp got the boot. Damn. Right? Jacksonville got the boot. You don't think that, like the apostle was saying, you don't think that in Nate's camp that men are falling off? Right? Like they have a little run, they stay around, and then they get to a point and they get offended and they see the trickery behind it, like there's a lot of money coming here. How come you getting a paycheck? How come he's getting a little stipend? How come I can't get a stipend? These things are happening behind the scenes, so then why wouldn't these buildings shut down? We've never seen an IUIC building or school shut down because of whatever, just normal people falling out. And listen, if certain people fall out, that would be the end of a church, right? You got certain members that are sitting in figure places that are over the money, over things, and if you telling me that they're all loyal and still down, I don't believe that. The reason why they're able to keep all this shit is because it is government-owned buildings.
Right.
I'm gonna hit you with this. Nate's probably getting paid. Nate was probably giving money to build these schools, and he's getting a check every month to. Bro, I'm telling you, with these grants and these nonprofits, I bet Nate has got these buildings free, and he's still getting a check every month for the building. And don't think of these numbers in $1,000 ranges. These aren't little $1,000 checks. He's probably getting $10,000, $20,000. He could be getting $10,000, $20,000 off of each building. I know I'm giving you insight on 501c3s to understand this shit. It's not just simply for tax purposes. It's not just so that you don't got to pay taxes on your titles. It's not just that. All right, keep going with that. We got to break down these are strongholds and concepts that the average person just don't know. Keep going with that.
Micah 3:2, it says, who hate the good and love the evil.
Because the only way you would go along with this type of shit is because you hate the good. The Lord said that this way of teaching, this way of being, this is good. Simply hitting the highways, the hedges, simple video, simple production. Let the word let the word shine. That's not good enough for them. Nah, we gotta make some money off of this. And you know the reason why they put it out there to you people, that they make the money off of Hebrew names, Hebrew breakdowns and all that energy? It's because they're making so much fucking money off of everything else. Greed comes into play. Shit, we can make money this way. We can make money this way. Is that not how niggas operate? Right? Yeah. Niggas.
Right.
So yes, sir. A nigga's mind always goes wider and bigger. Niggas like, shit, man, I'm getting $500 out here. Make $1,000. Shit. And we get 10,000. Get a 10. Shit. Okay, we got 10,000. Oh shit, what we gonna do to get up?
Trying to expand.
That's niggas. That's why they're being so moved in the spirit of, nah man, run them pockets. Give me them. Nah, I know you got a 10 for a Hebrew name, nigga.
A 10.
Out of my 40.
What you got? That's T-bone, right? You build off of it. It's like shit. And we get Shit, if we get 1,000 a month out of the people, shit, we get 5,000.
You know, that happened during the split of the Northern and the Southern Kingdom. He wanted to come with a heavier tax. I think it was it Rehoboam? If I'm not mistaken, he wanted to come with a heavier tax than the previous king before him. And he went and consulted with the young men, and that what caused everybody to fall out, you know, putting a strain on people's pockets and one more and one more. You know,
Filthy lucre's sake. Filthy lucre's sake. He gonna finish a little bit off this, and we gonna finish this mic and we jump back.
Back and Micah, who hate the good and love the evil.
Yeah, keep going.
Who pluck off their skin from off them.
Yeah, these 501c3s are a tool to keep plucking off. Because you're not gonna, it's just Christianity.
Yeah.
That's all these 501c3 Hebrew Israelites are, is they're another denomination of Christianity. You're not gonna become the full person you are under that hell, that umbrella. You're not going to get it. So that's why we see with these other camps, their followers are through. When you get to that Passover with Sakari and them, I'm like, you look at the crowd, I'm like, these niggas is simple as hell. All of them. You had Bojangles, what's his name? Bubble-eyed Blackfish was hello, my lady. Hello, my darling. You're not gonna become the fullness of who you're supposed to be in the spirit, being led by fucking idiots like that. The scriptures say, make not thyself an underling unto a fool. That's in the Apocrypha. Right? Keep going.
And their flesh from off their bones. Who also eat the flesh of my people.
You have to take the flesh off of their bones. Your covering. How are they taking the covering off? By these wayward ducks. Oh, hell is an Israelite theory or an Israelite concept. You're gonna burn and go to hell.
That's crazy.
The two-thirds is going to hell.
That's what they saying now?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Nate and them are teaching that hell is a They Christianity.
Yeah.
They the First Baptist, call them the First Baptist Church of it, whatever.
AME.
Two-thirds going to hell. That's how off they are. You can only have one wife. You got to register with the government with your marriage. You got to change your name. If your name was Todd James, now you got to, change your name to a Hebrew name, Ban Yasha'Allah, Ban Israel. This is government shit. All they doing is just man, Nate is the greatest Judas goat ever.
You know what he's doing is just, he's just proving himself who his master is.
Yes.
Yeah, I was
The
going.
scripture say you can't serve two masters. You got that?
Kind.
Yeah, go ahead and bring it up.
Okay, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 24. No man can serve two masters,
There you go.
for either he will hate the one and love the other,
We know who he loves. Who's cutting the checks? That's the one that he loves, and he hates the good.
Because we're the bad in the eyes of Esau, and who's giving him the money, like you're saying. That's why we're the bad. Like they said, Great Millstone is man. Israelite camps hate us more than they hate the KKK.
yeah.
Like IUIC, Nate hates us. He has more hate for us than the white man.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know.
Why is that? Because the white man is cutting you a check, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, you had that guy digging a call for Sakari, and basically in his videos he says he's got more respect for Vocab Malone than Great Millstone.
Yeah, that's totally off.
That's a man, and that man's a heathen. Even in the law, when you think about the law though, the law tell you can't defraud your neighbor, right? But you could sell a dead animal to a heathen.
To suck usury on them.
Right. But then you would turn around and talk shit about an Israelite and put a heathen above your own neighbor.
That's wicked.
That's wicked as hell.
You gotta go with your presumption.
Matthew 24 and 9 says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted.
Yeah.
This is right into it. Yeah, go ahead. Matthew 24 and 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted.
They took the bag.
Yep. It shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. That's the spirit.
Yeah, it is the spirit because, like the captain said, man, they really the most hated teachers on the planet Earth. Tell the truth, right? Even Esau admitted prophets of doom.
Yeah.
And I was reading the that new law that Governor Kemp signed for Georgia about the hate speech thing, whatever.
Yeah.
I was reading a quote when he was presenting it to the city. When one of the things that he said was, matter of fact, keep reading. Let me see if I can find it because I want to read it word for word what he said.
It says, verse 10, it says, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. I mean, that's what our live stream was about on the day of the Passover. That betrayal spirit, man. And the instigators to that are going to be the ones who was just speaking about, because they took the bag, man.
Sellouts.
Yep. It says, verse 11, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. Right, man. This is the spirit we're going right into Matthew 24, man.
Yeah, because you know what, like you said, like when you look at the deception, our people are simple.
Yep.
So like these platforms that are being built up, Esau is using this all to his benefit as he can.
That's right.
So he will use these he would demonize us.
Yeah.
Right? Create rumors, create hearsays, lies. I heard through the grapevine. I heard through the grapevine that GMS great women. I heard through the grapevine that they eat babies over there. They beat women. Still. Whatever they can say, but then on the flip side, he's a great man. Hey, bishop of the years. Philanthropist. His philanthropy and work. He's all in Essence magazine. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit. That's people lean on that shit. Like, that's a clean motherfucker right there, y'all. I like him. I will follow him. Okay.
Jake just like something shiny.
That's it, man.
Current.
You found it, bro?
No, I didn't find it.
It says, verse 11, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. Verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Yeah, the love of many shall wax cold, man. You can tell by how these people move about on the earth, man. Just simply sit in traffic, minding your own business. Somebody got problems.
Ready to kill you.
It's wild out here, man. It's really the Wild West.
Yeah.
Verse 13, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Yeah, because this is a fight of endurance, man. Having patience. It's like I said, like the scriptures say. It's the beginning of sorrows, right? Right. So there's a lot of things that are going to happen soon that are being, built up now.
Getting ramped up.
Yeah, that's it. It's getting revved up to the point where it's going to be some terrible, terrible things, man. And we just going to have to pray our way through it.
Jump down to verse 24.
Go to verse 24.
So it's Matthew 24 and 24. Yep. Matthew 24 and 24. For there shall arise false Hamashiach and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders.
Now, pause. Because you got to think, you were talking about Esau wants to be like the Most High, right?
Yeah.
How is he going to show the people that he's a superior power, that he can battle the Lord and all that? For one, he created the space force. And why is he thinking that he can go up into the heavens and battle UFOs, right? Get the hell out of here. Okay, just goes to show the pride of Esau. All right, now we're dealing with the signs. Did you read that part yet? The signs and wonders?
It says it shall show great signs and wonders.
Yeah, so going back to the chip, right? The guy, the first Neuralink patient.
Yeah.
I think you brought out the article. Sakari. basically the guy was playing the fucking game all night.
Yeah.
Playing the game all night with his brain chip. It just goes to show a lot of people are looking at this like, damn,
Right.
this is a miracle. He's walking again. Pretty soon he's gonna be walking again.
Don't forget that Project Bluebeam shit. You know,
These are
fake
the
invasion.
these are the signs and the wonders, man. Esau's really showing his hand right now. It's like, yo, he's really flashing his cards. Like, look what I can do.
Yeah.
I'm like the Most High right, you know? Right. It says, and so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
Yeah, but we of course know the elect's not going to be deceived, but the masses of the people are.
Oh, absolutely. Without a doubt.
Without a doubt, yeah. That's why, like the brothers were saying, it's going to be easy for Esau to really chip a lot of people because it's already set up.
They ready to be shit. Yeah.
Celebrities
I
too.
can do what with it?
Well, celebrities are the ones who's going to be pushing.
Yeah, that's what I was. Can you, Salaki, could you imagine Stevie Wonder being able to see all of a sudden? You know, like people,
Stevie Wonder.
that'll blow everybody.
Shake somebody's hand.
Yeah, but what the brother's saying is true.
It's true.
It'll blow people's
That
minds.
nigga Stevie can see.
No,
Right?
of course
But
that.
imagine if he was still alive and he was able to walk.
Yeah, yeah.
Talking, one of them niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people became regular.
You're right. Bro, they
A
would.
lot of people would
bug out.
Yeah. They bug out. A lot of people would line up.
Esau's God.
But they show that movie, what was that, X-Men, when they were lining up outside and they were trying to give up.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't want your mutant powers. As crazy as that
That was the
sounds.
scene with the dude with the wings.
I want mine.
Yeah, and they got the mutants that were lined up, ready to give up their mutant powers.
That's crazy. Like, he brainwashed in that movie. He brainwashed them so bad to convince them that having powers was a bad
Having
thing.
powers.
That's
You know
wild.
how crazy that is?
I think I can fly.
Right. Even if I didn't use it, I ain't giving it up. I might
I
use
just go
this
fly
one
and
day.
live somewhere where I'm accepted.
I can turn
Right.
invisible.
Fly the fuck out of this motherfucker.
Right.
Fuck you.
Oh, good. Yeah, you said.
Quick preacher, Revelation chapter 13 and verse 13. And he do a great wonder so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had a wound by his sword and did live. Right, and just, going into what the brothers are bringing out, this devil is going to come out with all types of, technology and deceit and deceiving people, brainwashing people into taking that device.
That's why they're never going to accept it because it's going to be too much power to deny. And like if you aren't already denying this devil's power because of your belief in your Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, it's going to be too much momentum. You're going to submit to it because it's that much. Listen, the Lord wouldn't have put that there. Again, even this shit that we're watching now is little. It's little. These are still little miracles.
Yeah.
Like what this devil is going to bring out and do, it's going to be things. That's like we read in Matthew 24. If it would be possible, even the very elect would be deceived. That means the Lord is going to use this devil to do things that really would deceive us. But the only reason you're not going to be deceived is because there's an elect written in the scriptures, and the Lord Himself is going to protect you from it. That's high level of deception. This little shit of making the weak, the lame walk again. That's really low level. That's really low level.
Yeah.
All right, you get what I'm saying? Like Esau probably been doing this shit for 50 years.
Right.
But I'm gonna be real with you. I think what we may witness in the next week or so with this eclipse is probably gonna be something that Esau might use as a moment to deceive people.
Oh yeah.
Never let a good opportunity pass. Right. He might do some shit. We like the brother into that. He wants to use his project blueprint.
Yeah.
All of this development of growth of holograms and
AI
and you see baseball games, and they'll have a dragon flying in the fucking sky and shit.
You see the Baltimore Ravens, they had, well, no, the
Oh,
Carolina Panthers, they had a
That
Panthers.
shit was crazy.
Well, you know, they got the concerts where they brought Tupac there.
Yeah, on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hologram. On the
Then you got-
hologram. Yeah.
Then you got homegirl that married a hologram out there in, I think, London or something. What a bitch.
This is low level science. This devil gonna do some shit, man, that's gonna, as the scriptures say, that could have us in a.
Oh,
And you know what? I'm gonna say it like this: the Lord's gonna have this devil gonna do some stuff that might have some of us fall out the truth. Everybody, Lord willingly, we all are rooted, but some men are gonna get offended and get tripped up.
We just read it in Matthew 24.
Right. I pray it's none of us here.
Yeah.
Cause I say,
So like it says the scriptures say, what do Yahweh shall say? It says offenses must come, and woe unto thee who is offended of me. So when you're getting bamboozled off of these certain technologies that Esau is going to bring, that's an offense that you have towards the Lord. And woe unto you.
A lot of people are going to deny the Lord because of that.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Gonna curse the Lord.
a lot of men, women, they gonna deny. They gonna put themselves in a bad situation behind believing the devil.
Yeah.
But hey,
The scriptures say the whole, Revelation 3, the whole world, and when you go into that world, I think it's oikoumene there, the whole world shall be tried, man.
Yeah.
The whole world.
Hour of temptation.
The hour of temptation.
The thing is about it too is like, if you're a heathen, it doesn't matter whether you take it or not. It'll benefit you to do your thing, but for an Israelite, man, you better not take that chip, man. That's why I tell my brother, which he kind of knows a little bit about it, but our folks will say, man, don't, if you get anything from me, don't take the chip. You ain't gotta believe in nothing else I tell you.
Don't take that.
Don't take the chip. Because hey, the Lord might, if you got that chip, you can't. There's no possible way for you to be saved. You've sealed your fate by taking the chip, the mark of the beast.
Well, can I get that?
Go ahead, get it.
This is Revelation chapter, because you got Revelation 13, and then now Revelation 14 and 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High.
Which is going to be those nuclear missiles, man, which are going to be dropped on America.
Which is a miracle.
That's why. Oh well, shit. The Lord allowed Esau to spit the atom.
Watch that movie Oppenheimer.
Yeah, the atom bomb, nuclear missiles. Yep. Hey, scripture say, Smith that blow up the coal, man.
Yeah, I did.
The Lord is the one that created, allowed him to do so.
Right.
That alone was a miracle. Right. What did it do? That type of event, that was a commotion. When it was an earthquake. When he dropped those bombs, right?
Yeah.
That was an event.
Yeah.
That changed everything.
Right.
What it did, it basically ended the war.
Well, the war was over. But yeah,
Everybody else was like, oh shit.
It solidified America as
Right.
The
Top
big
dog.
top dog.
Yeah.
Like they fucking around.
because that movie Oppenheimer, however you say his fucking crackers name, it was about the Trinity bomb. And when you look at the strength of the Trinity bomb compared to the actual bombs they dropped on here, it's like a penny. The Trinity bomb was like a penny compared to the atomic bombs they dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You know? So I'm gonna finish this for you, and you got it, Cap. Revelation 14 and 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture. It's gonna be straight,
Not diluted dose of destruction.
Right.
Straight.
It's not gonna be watered down or nothing. It's
No
chaser, man. No comfort. No. With the chaser, you take a shot.
Yeah.
It kind of ease that.
Get a lime or some shit.
Nah.
If you're a bitch. we take that shit straight.
That's right.
Job
You
said,
see now.
he said he take the rest of paraphrasing, but he was like, basically take the afflictions like water. Drink the afflictions like water.
It says, mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall.
Righteous judgment. Go ahead.
It says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
Yeah. So like brothers were saying, man, you know, with this technology that these devils is promoting, it's only leading towards the chip. Right? So here we got Russia getting involved. We're getting wrong basically in World War III.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of our people are just too busy caught up in the distractions of America. Italy. Right. You know, we got the signs and the wonders in the heavens coming. Next, is it Monday? Eclipse is Monday, right?
The 8th.
So next Monday coming up, 10 days from now. 10 days from now, which we're waiting to see what can happen with that. You know, hey, we serve an almighty power, right? So anything is possible with you. How about Shemal Rashad? We're moving towards, you know, chip being pushed mandatory. Because all it's gonna take is an event. Bam, everything's already set up. Thanks to the C-19, but MIDI jump shots. That jumped off in July or August of last year. So man, prophecies is moving, man. That's right, bro. Hey, we're already going into the 4th month of the so-called New Year. Esau's New Year.
Always halfway there. You think it's about to end? School about to end, and then before we know it, school will be back in.
Right. You know, because hey, the Lord, what is it? Scripture tell us that the short in its days.
We're really there.
It feel like we was just talking about New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hit you with this. It feel like the elder brother. It feel like the elder brother Dawah was just here.
Yeah. You feel like
It's going on 2 years.
2?
Damn. He left the top of 2023.
Really?
Yeah.
He left the top of 2023.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, it's been a year. But yeah, you know, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap up, man. Hopefully this was an edifying camp. You know, it was the first camp, you know, after the ceremony of the solemn ceremony of the Pesach. That's what Passover ending at sundown. Still a Sabbath though. So, you know, we'll wrap up giving our praises to
Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kodash.
Give honors to our apostles and our elders. Shalom to all you sincere brothers and sisters.
Shalom.
Shalom.